Welcome, everybody, to the second annual Jams and Tea Great Music Quiz thing, where we at the Jams and Tea podcast are going to use the power of trivia, of questions we've constructed to quiz on each other's musical knowledge, and the result, the outcome, will be the prize that will be won. If you remember last year, we did a sort of a game where we contributed a bunch of albums to be contributed to a bracket of our greatest albums of all time bracket, each of us. So if you tuned in for that, you have a good idea of what to expect here, but we're making a few alterations. But the prize today to be won is the person who wins this trivia contest is going to be picking the next retrospective we do after the Radiohead one. So
yes. Yeah,
there's some big stakes.
Exactly. So yeah, we are obviously going to get back to our 1991 retrospective when we finish with Radiohead. But once we finish that, then we'll have a gap, and so we'll be looking about what artists. In theory, we would have been looking, are there other artists whose discographies we want to break down album by album. So the winner today will get to decide who that artist is going to be. But last year when we did this quiz, it was kind of formless. We were kind of just going from question to question to question to question, and it ended up it went on for a really long time, which this might too. I mean, for all I know, we don't know how long this video is going to be, but it is going to have more structure. There's going to be a consistent point system, and there is going to be also bonus questions at the end of each round where the points at stake will be increased as well. And so I'm going to be keeping track of the points, and we're going to be cycling through it. So each of us has prepared 20 questions, and we're going to have 100 questions in total, including those bonus points. There's going to be 9 rounds, each with 10 questions, plus each round will have a bonus question as well. So what I'm going to do now is I'm sharing my phone screen as the 6th screen. I'm going to bring up the list of rules that I have without scrolling down to my questions, because that would spoil my questions. So this is how it's going to work. 100 questions, there will be 9 rounds. Each will follow a 10-question format, with each person asking and answering twice within each round. And there's like a predetermined pattern for who will ask who, just like we had last year. But the specific questions that will be asked will be generated. The order of questions will be generated using a random number generator, which I will do live on screen so that we can all see that it's legit. Each answerer will get 2 points if they get a question right. And each person will get to ask 18 of their questions across all of the rounds proper, plus, up as many as 2 bonus questions per person each. So there will be an additional 11th question at the end of each round. And the number of the question that this is will also be determined by RNG, the RNG chain that we predict. And the 4 people who are not the asker will have an opportunity to answer this question. So for most of the game, it's going to be one person asking one other person directly, but then for the bonus questions, one person will ask everyone, and everyone will answer by writing the answer on a piece of paper and holding it up to the camera at the same time.
Oh my God.
So if you don't have paper, go and get some now while I do this. So that way it'll be like, simultaneous reveal, and then whoever gets the question right will get 5 points. And
lucky for you, my questions are written on paper.
Beautiful. So you just need a pen that will show up on camera. So everyone who answers the bonus questions correctly gets 5 points. And for the bonus questions, the asker will earn 1 point for every person who doesn't get the answer, just for those questions. And to ensure fairness, each asker will only ask a maximum of 2 of the 9 bonus questions, but must ask a minimum of 1. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to generate the 1 to 20 sequence. So what that will mean is that, for instance, if the number 15 is the first number in the sequence, then all 5 of us will ask our question 15. And that'll be the first 5 questions of round 1. And then the final 2 numbers in the sequence will be each person's bonuses.
That's a font right there.
So doing generating a random sequence from 1 to 20, get sequence, and here we go. So here is the sequence. So I'll keep a record of the sequence, and so the first 5 questions will be each of our question 13s. So back to the rules. So at the end of each round, the person giving the bonus will be determined by a different RNG. And how I'm doing this is a list that features everyone's name twice. The reason why I'm doing this is that there's 5 of us, but there's only going to be a certain number of bonus questions, which means that not everyone will get to answer about will get to ask 2 bonus questions. So I'm going to make it fair using a randomizer to generate the order of, for each round, who will be asking the bonus question. All right, so there is the random order. So that means that the bonus question of round 1 will be asked by Morgan. And I'll keep a record of that as well. We'll do it this pretty standard for the first 5 rounds. And then from round 6 onwards, once everyone's accumulated certain points, and we'll have like a standing for each main question that's answered incorrectly from round 6 onwards, we'll give other people an opportunity to give an answer in ascending order from lowest total points. In the final round, so round 9, all points will be doubled, and the asker can earn points for questions their answer gets wrong. So for the main 10 questions, each correct answer will be worth 4, and a wrong answer will be worth 2 for the asker, just for that round. And then the final question of the quiz will earn each person who is correct 10 points, and the asker will receive 2 points, every person who's incorrect. So a lot of rules there. Don't worry, I'll keep track of all that stuff, but it's just here as a record so that you all know I'm not fixing this. And we will jump straight into it. Just to say as well, I forgot to say before, if you're watching at home, feel free to play along and pause the video, see if you can come up with your own answers and keep your own scores as well if you want to, and let us know how you do.
Also, just before we begin, I submit that we put in a rule that the person answering show their hands when they're on screen so nobody cheats.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, that's a good idea too. Yes, not that we would expect anyone to cheat, but because the stakes are so high here, we definitely want this to be this to be absolutely fair and ensure that there is no covert googling going on.
I'm about to
die the game, you die for
let's
real.
Go. Yeah, let's go.
We'll see how it goes. It'll be fun. It'll be an exciting adventure. So I've got the sequence of who's asking in what order. Here. So round 1, the very first question is going to be, so what it's going to be is that it'll be the order of who's asking will be really consistent. It'll be Jams T, just cycled over and over and over. But the order of who's answering is randomized so that it's fair and everyone gets to answer the same amount of questions in a given round. So the first question is Jake asking me, and it is Jake's question 13.
Oh, this is an easy one. Name 2 musicians who contributed to Frank Ocean's Blonde.
Okay.
It could be production credits or featured vocalist, anything. Just musicians other than Frank Ocean.
All right. Well, there's a lot. I can already think of like a bunch.
Exactly. You could pull it out of a hat.
If you're doing like production credits as well as features, then the others heaps.
Yeah, songwriting credits as well.
So I'm gonna try and avoid like the big obvious ones. I'm gonna say Alex G. Who plays guitar on White Ferrari, I'm pretty sure.
That
he's
is
all
correct.
over Endless as well. And I'm also going to say, who else would be really cool to say? I'm pretty sure that James Blake has a production credit on the album.
He does indeed. You are correct.
Those will be my 2. So that means that I have to keep track of the points now, which is going to be the fun part. That means that I have 2 points since every correct answer is worth 2. All right. So question 2 is August for Jake.
Fucking softball for Jake here.
Oh.
All right.
I feel pressure now. If I get this wrong, I'm an idiot.
All right. In Coheed and Cambria's Amory Wars, who, what, or where is Apollo? Is it A, Coheed's home planet, B, Claudio's best friend, C, a dog, or D, a spaceship?
Run me through those one more time.
Those were Coheed's home planet, Claudio's best friend, a dog, or a spaceship.
See, this isn't a softball for Jake because I don't really learn the lore of these fucking albums. I'm going to guess and say Claudio's best friend.
That would be incorrect. It's a dog.
Wow. Okay.
So that is a point. Oh no, we don't do points for askers on these rounds. So no points awarded. No points awarded there. Third question is Morgan for August.
Sorry. What was the first album that Tom Petty released without the help of the Heartbreakers? Or more accurately, what is the first album released under the name Tom Petty and not Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers?
Shit. I have no idea.
All right, well, that's one I didn't include multiple choice.
Well,
for.
great.
Okay.
I mean, you'd either know it
Yeah.
or you don't.
All right.
So,
Yeah, that's fair.
there you go.
No.
It is Full Moon Fever,
Wonderful.
released in 1989.
Question 4 is Saoirse for Morgan.
Search for Morgan.
Right.
Okay. You might have a chance. I have multiple choice if you need it. As I do for all of my questions today. What was the first Stephen Wilson solo album to feature his personally acquired Mellotron that was played by King Crimson on their records?
So it first solo album.
First
and
solo
referring
record.
to albums. Okay, yeah.
To clarify, I have zero idea if it was played on any of his subsequent records. I'm just trying to cover my ass.
Right. There's like Mellotron on every one of the fuckers. So I'm gonna say Raven That Refused to Sing.
That is the correct answer.
Wonderful.
Whee!
So that
Wee.
is
And
2 points for Morgan. Okay, so next up is me for Saoirse. Which musician has recorded under the aliases Bradley Strider, Caustic Window, Dice Man, and The Tuss?
Oh, fuck. I think my two guesses would be Square Pusher and Aphex Twin.
Well, you have to you get one guess, so you have to pick an artist.
Okay. I'm gonna guess Aphex Twin.
Correct. That is the right
Hell
answer.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, August just
I knew
absolutely,
one of those, and I was like, "Oh my god!"
August just absolutely kind of losing his mind. I love that.
Well, that
knew
was
it-
Jake.
I knew it
It was
immediately.
both of them.
Yeah,
Um,
caustic window.
Both over here just going ape shit.
All right. So next question is Jake for August, and the number is 4.
Okay. Oh, okay. This is an interesting one. Name 3 musicians who have worked with the filmmaker Paul Thomas Anderson.
I know Tom York, Johnny Greenwood, and Radiohead.
Come on, man. It's like I can't even like give hints, but it's like one possible answer here is like the quintessential, like if you had to think of a composer who would work with Paul Thomas Anderson, it's like the first thing you'd think of, and then there's someone else who's like,
Oh wait, Amy Mann. She did.
there you
Manuel's
go,
soundtrack.
Amy Mann.
Beautiful.
There you go.
So 2 points for August. Well done.
Other one is
So-
John Brion was an example.
Well, he's also
that
directed
Brandon
music
Newsom.
videos. He's
Yeah.
directed music videos for Haim.
Yeah,
as
that
well.
was also one.
Yeah.
For which
Right.
I was going to say, if you can imagine a Paul Thomas Anderson fan, what music do they listen to?
Okay, next is question 4, August for Morgan.
All right. All right. So, on which Red Hot Chili Peppers album did Omar Rodriguez Lopez play guitar on? Was it Californication, I'm With You, Stadium Arcadium, or By the Way?
I'm gonna guess Stadium Arcadium.
You guess right.
Well done.
Oh, I was right about that. Woo.
Beautiful. Next is question 4, Morgan for Saoirse.
What was the name of the fictional band played by members of Radiohead in the film Velvet Goldmine? And your options are A, The Weird Sisters, B, Shindig, C, On a Friday, or D, The Venus and Furs.
Okay, well, I know On a Friday was their name before they were Radiohead, so probably gonna cross that one out. This is a question that's like made for me, but I haven't seen Velvet Goldmine. So what was options 1 and 4 again?
Option A is the Weird Sisters, and option D is the Venus and Furs.
Okay, I'm gonna go for A.
That is incorrect.
That was their band name in Harry Potter.
Yep.
Yep.
Glad you got somebody picked up on that.
That's how I knew. That's
So what was
Oh,
the answer?
wow.
Morgan?
The correct answer was the correct answer was the Venus and Furs.
it's just a very
Yeah.
Todd Haynes thing to do, is make a band named Venus and Furs.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, of
After a
course.
Velvet
Yeah.
Underground song, of
Yeah,
course.
precisely.
Shiny boots of leather.
And also
Almost
a
sexual.
very classical, very horny book, very Todd Haynes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. All right. Next up is Saoirse for me. Question 4.
Okay. All right. Again, there are options if you want them. Which Bob Dylan song did My Chemical Romance cover for the film adaptation of Watchmen?
You're definitely going to have to give me the options for this one.
A, Like a Rolling Stone. B, Desolation Row. C, Mr. Tambourine Man. Or D, Simple Twist of Fate.
This is such a softball for me. And
I
Jake.
know, me too.
I have no idea what the answer is. I'm just going to try and reason it. I don't, for some reason, I don't think it's Like a Rolling Stone. It just feels too obvious. I'm not going to look at any of you while I talk. So you said Desolation Row, Mr. Tambourine Man, and Simple Twist of Fate as well. So it was for Watchmen. Did you say it was for?
It was the closing credits of Watchmen.
Okay, so what would work in the closing credits of a song, of a show? I'm gonna
It's not a
say,
show, it's a Zack Schneider film.
oh shit, the film, whatever. Which I haven't seen, of course. I'm gonna say, see, Desolation Row is weirdly tempting, but it was also, that's a really fucking long song, so I don't think they would do that. I'm gonna say Mr. Tambourine Man.
It is Desolation Row.
Fuck! Oh, I took myself out of it.
It is a 3-minute punk song.
Yep.
That they turn it
That,
into.
of course, that
And
makes
it's
sense.
also slaps.
Oh, it's so
Yeah.
good.
See, Desolation Row, I swear to God, was my first instinct when I first heard the answers, and I just took myself out of it.
I
All
once
right.
played my dad the Desolation Row version they did, and he said it's like the Sex Pistols if they were good.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
That
last
is so extraordinarily accurate.
Last question of round 1 before the bonus is me for Jake. And my question is, okay, there's options to this one. According to the albums section of the Rate Your Music page, how many albums have the Japanese noise rock band Boris released, not including archival releases?
What in the ass?
So I've given you options because I know that's a weird question to ask.
Yeah.
A, 24, B, 33, C, 42, D, 51.
I know this.
33.
Wrong. It was 42.
Fucker.
But yeah, that's
I'm not going to get a single one of these right because they're all going to be fucking questions like this. I could just.
No. I promise. I promise that's the
even
only
that-
question like that I have.
Even
Can
that
we do it with,
42.
like a closest without going over. The
Yeah,
Price is Right
but-
style.
But even that 42 includes really fucking weird releases that maybe
See, that's
shouldn't be
why I
counted.
had no idea because it was just like
Tell
it
you
could
what,
literally
Jake.
be 1,000.
Tell you what, Jake, since it's the reason I did 2 points for correct answers is in case something came up where someone was kind of half right or close, and we could give them 1 point. So I think you'll give you 1 point for that because like that was one of the closest options to the right answer, and it was a
Okay,
really hard
fair
question.
enough. I'll
We can-
take what I can get.
We can all, as long as we all agree on when like half points are given, we can give them.
It can be deliberated amongst the others.
So Jake gets a point for that, which is interesting. It was Jake's first point. So, but we're only all answered 2 questions so far.
Yeah.
So,
So how many? Where are we now? Just out of curiosity.
so far in the
Score.
lead, everyone's answered 2 questions. Morgan is in the lead with 4 points. And then second place is a 3-way tie, August, Saoirse, and me with 2 points. And then Jake in the trailing with 1. So the bonus round, as I said, one person will ask a question and the other 4 will all write down the answer on a piece of paper, and then we'll do a countdown and everyone will kind of hold up their answer. So according to the RNG, the first person to ask a bonus question is Morgan. And so the last two numbers in the sequence that I generated were the bonus question numbers for every person. So Morgan's bonus question is number 3.
Okay.
And so Morgan asks that question and we'll all write the answer down.
The question is, name 3 albums that Gene Hoglan, the Atomic Clock, has played drums on.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
I don't mean to interrupt, but what if somebody's questions interferes with someone else's questions?
Tough one. I'm
not gonna make the call yet because I know, like, Morgan's question just inadvertently kind of ruined one of mine, but nobody knows how. So it might work.
What I did is I wrote like 2 bonus questions for in case this came up. But I didn't expect anyone else to do that. But we'll just kind of play it as it goes, I guess.
Yeah, mine are going to be total subs in the dark. I want you all to know that.
Yeah. Fuck, what else? Okay. Well, if we're all ready, if we're all ready, then I'll count down from 3, 3, 2, 1, and then we'll all show. So 3, 2, 1. And Morgan just has to say who's right. Say who's right.
All right. Let me just see. I pulled up the August. Am I supposed to be able to read that?
It's nothing.
Oh.
At least I tried.
That's a good bit. I like that.
I love Russia's Return of the King.
I know.
So yeah, the only people to get points there are Tyler and Jake.
Okay, cool. I was right.
Actually,
I just realized that the 3 answers I picked, the initials for them are CIA. Gene Hoglan is a psyop.
So that actually changes the scores just with the bonus question. There's now a 3-way lead between me, Jake, and Morgan are all on 6 points.
I'm coming back.
And August and Saoirse are on 2, respectively. So the bonus points can have a big impact. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, round 2. Time for round 2. The first number is 11, and the hang on. The first person asking is Jake from Morgan.
God damn it. Oh, okay. This is so. All right. Question is, what dream pop band does artist Abel Tesfaye, aka The Weeknd, sample on his first mixtape, House of Balloons?
Beach House.
That is correct. It's funny because we watched Uncut Gems last night, where he performs the song he samples Beach House on.
Beautiful. So 2 points for Morgan. Next up is August for Saoirse.
All right. How many guitarists during their tenure did Black Sabbath have? Was it 1, 2, 3, or 4?
I did this question, but with singers.
Yeah, I was just going to say, this is like, I don't know if it's an intentional
that
callback.
was the bit, actually.
I've got a couple of questions of mine that call back to questions of mine last year as well.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, I know one very long-standing... No, I'm wrong about that. I'm going to pump for 3.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect.
It was Tony. Was it?
It was only Tony Iommi throughout the whole thing.
I was going to say, good old Tony.
All right.
One second, I'm going to go get food. I'll be back.
No worries. So next up is Morgan for me. Question 11.
Oh, okay. Following the release of Blackwater Park, progressive death metal band released 2 albums within a 6-month period, Damnation and Deliverance, the latter being a more traditional sounding album for the band and the other being a total genre switch up with a focus towards straightforward progressive rock music. Which of these albums was released first?
Well, the way I always think of them is Deliverance and Damnation. So I'm going to say Deliverance.
Eddie's correct.
I listened to that yesterday.
I felt like there was a trick there, like that. Yeah, that's Deliverance and Damnation, but it's secretly the thing that only true fans know is actually Damnation came first.
I mean, that's just as likely.
No, it's just like,
yeah.
I think Deliverance was like, November of
Right.
2002.
The reason I
And
know is
Damnation
the
was like
very
April
first time I
of
listened to that,
2003.
I listened to the compilation Deliverance and Damnation remixed.
Yeah.
Okay. So next up is Saoirse for Jake.
Okay, I'm going to give you the options whether you want them or not. Which
Deal
of
with it,
these records, three of the four are in the top four, by the way, which of these records was the highest selling album in the UK last year? A, When We All Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go by Billie Eilish. B, After Hours by The Weeknd. C, Future Nostalgia by Dua Lipa. Or D, Divinely Uninspired to a Hellish Extent by Lewis Capaldi. They were all in the top 25.
This is fucking hard because I know that Lewis Capaldi single did really, really, really well, and that's his fucking country of origin, so that increases that likelihood. I know the Billie Eilish album always sells well, but I don't know if its sales would carry over, say, The Weeknd afterwards. And I know the Weeknd album did really, really well, but that was memory hold because of quarantine a little bit. And then Future Nostalgia is a total wild card here. I'm going to go with After Hours.
After Hours is 1 in 23. It's the Lewis Capaldi record.
Oh, motherfucker. I was just like, that's only that one single, so maybe it wouldn't have, but that was going to be my first answer, and I went against my fucking instinct.
Fuck.
That's close.
You people are so white.
Yeah, I know, right? That's terrible.
Next up is my question for August, which is question 11. The one person I was hoping wouldn't get this, because August will get it easily, which is good because August needs points. Name 2 albums produced by Steve Albini.
Songs about fucking and Attack on Memory.
Yeah, sure. Perfect.
There you go.
Well done.
Got him.
Next question is, so new number is 20. And the next question is Jake for Saoirse.
Okay.
How many self-titled albums does Peter Gabriel have?
3?
Final
Jesus
answer?
Christ.
It's 4. Sorry.
Fuck.
Okay, close. All right. Next up is August for me. Question 20.
All right. Block Party were discovered in 2003 when Kelly gave a copy of the band's debut single, She's Hearing Voices, to DJ Steve Lamacq, and what band's frontman during a concert? Is it A, the Yeah Yeah Yeahs, B, the Libertines, C, the White Stripes, or D, Franz Ferdinand?
That's tough. What year was this again? 2003?
2003.
Yeah.
Okay, so Franz Ferdinand, I'm pretty sure their first album was 04, so I'm going to rule them out. Libertines, I don't really know too much about. White Stripes were obviously pretty established by that point, actually. They were pretty reasonably big, so getting a sign from them would obviously help a lot. Yeah Yeahs also had Fever to Tell in 2003. That was a big album. So Block Party, this is interesting because... So it was, say the question again, sorry? They were signed by what?
DJ Steve Lamacq.
Steve Lamacq, and they gave their tape to the front man, was it? Or front person, did you say?
To the band's front person, and Steve Lamacq.
Okay. I will say that Kelly would have given it to, I'm going to say the White Stripes.
That's incorrect. It was Franz Ferdinand.
It was Franz Ferdinand.
Wow.
Damn.
Okay.
I overthought that.
Damn.
Which is stupid because now that I think about that, that's the most similar band to Block Party on that list.
That was the trick of the question.
I would just say it's so fucking crazy as a British person for anyone I know to be unfamiliar with the Libertines because they are such a big part of
I know that they are a
British
thing. I just haven't listened to their album. So
yeah.
Cool. No worries. So next is Saoirse for August.
Which Daniel Johnson song did Idols quote on their last album? Was it A, True Love Will Find You in the End? B, Some Things Last a Long Time? C, Walkin' the Cow? Or D, Life in Vain?
Believe it was True Love Will Find You in the End.
That's the correct answer.
Well
Yeah. I hate myself for knowing that.
I did myself.
That's one of those
that.
unfortunate questions where you're like, yeah, I guess I do know.
done. Morgan, how you going?
Yeah. So yeah, asking Jake, yes?
Yeah.
All right, so question 20 is name 3 artists that Placebo covered on their covers album.
Yeah, this is pointless. I don't know any of these.
Oh, but you so do. They're
I
quite
have
a
not listened to the
handful.
covers album before.
There's a cover of Running Up That Hill. There is a cover
Yeah,
of Where Is
definitely
My Mind?
that.
Wait, oh, it's
No.
so fucking good. It is such
Yeah,
a
it
good
sounds like
cover.
it's awesome.
Yeah, Where Is My Mind? Big Mouth Strikes Again, 20th Century Boy. That's from Velvet Goldmine, actually.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Depeche Mode, I Feel You.
Ooh.
Any
Oh, I gotta
one
listen.
of them.
All right.
Yes, good.
So my next question actually is a very similar structure in the sense that there's lots of potential answers you could give me, and I am only going to ask you to name one, so it's not too hard. So it's my question for Morgan. Name one band or artist who was featured on the original soundtrack for Trainspotting.
Oh, Iggy Pop.
Yeah, I should have made that more than one, but never mind.
Yeah, you should have.
Well, he would have just said Joy Division, and that would have been
Well, I
just
would have
as
said
easy.
Lou Reed. Like,
I'm thinking like Underworld and Primal Scream and stuff. I'm too. I forgot about Iggy Pop. All right, bonus question. This is Jake asking, and it will be Jake's question 3, since it's his first bonus question. So Jake.
Oh,
I don't
if
like
you-
that.
no, this is
bad.
a podcast related question, and I know that at least one person here definitely knows the answer. Okay, because I got it from
please
them.
be me. Please be me.
I mean, first 4 words, I guarantee I'll see somebody crack a smile. Guest vocalist Eric Mogridge appeared on most recent Panopticon album And Again Into the Light on the song Embers at Dawn. Name his musical project / one album he has appeared on.
Damn it.
I only remember this because it was so recently that this.
Yeah, that's why I picked it.
If you'd asked me this
Thank
question
you
6
for this
months from
one.
now,
I was gonna say, I was
forgotten.
like, I this is a great bonus question just because I was like, if August gets it, he's definitely going to know. But if somebody else does it, they might not.
I
But it was
like these
basically
I like these questions that are like kind of podcast based, except that they're not like you don't have to be watching the podcast to know the answer.
It had to
yeah,
be.
if you don't know, it's something that August specifically said during that segment.
Yes, August.
It
Yeah,
did
had to
shout.
be the episode I wasn't on.
Name? What is the name?
You did listen to the album though, Saoirse, I know that.
I did, and I liked the album. So I have some point of comparison, I guess.
It's a
And
tough
okay,
one.
this is also so this is just you do have that also, but I know for a fact that as an acceptable answer here is an album that you have 5-starred.
Yeah, because it's either name the artist or name their what is it, collaborative record, did you say?
One of their
An album that-
collaborative records or an album they've appeared on.
All right. I'm going to take a big leap of faith here.
So this is the dude who did the vocals on Embers at Dawn, right?
Yes, for Panopticon, and it's an artist that's in that vein. It's not somebody weird. It's not like fucking Karen O popping up on the fucking Swans album.
I've done it. I've done it.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Let me see. It
Son of
is
a
Tyler and August, and I can't see you, Morgan. What do you got? Let me see. It's fucking. Oh wow! I can't believe that you guessed the band albums from the same thing. It's just August and Tyler get it correctly for me saying Aerial Ruin.
Yeah.
What was the 5-star album?
Bell Witch's Mirror Reaper.
I
And
hate
as you'll
that.
see, Bell Witch
Bell
Discog.
Witch. Mm-hmm.
So it was me and August, was it? Yeah. So
Yeah.
1,
Oh, that
2,
was a good
3,
question. Yay.
4,
Fuck
5.
you. Fuck your whole. Fuck your face.
And that means that Jake gets 2 points.
So upset.
I'm
Okay.
so
I'm
lost.
so fucked up.
Round 3. The first number is 16. And the first question is Jake asking me.
Oh, fuck. Name 9 studio albums by The Cure.
Okay. Disintegration, Wish, Wild Mood Swings, Blood Flowers, The Cure, Kiss Me, Kiss Me, Kiss Me, The Hit on the Door, Pornography, The Top, Faith.
There you go.
Okay.
You're good. Yeah. I say that because there are 8 canonical Cure records, and then no one has listened to the other ones.
I just started going in order from Disintegration for some reason.
Yeah. It's just like nobody fucking listened to 413 Dream.
What's funny is I haven't heard like Wild Mood Swings or whatever, but when I was like updating my music library, I made a point of downloading every Cure album.
Mhm.
So that's how I remember. All right, next question is August for Jake.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
What
I don't like that.
What famous guitarist has a guest spot on Porcupine Tree's album Deadwing? Is it Robert Fripp, Adrian Belew, Greg Lake, or Jim Dunbar?
It's gotta be Fripp, right?
It's not Fripp.
Damn, what the fuck?
Oh shit.
It's Adrian Belew. Fripp
Ah,
is on
God damn
Fear of
it.
a Blank Planet.
What's Adrian Belew
Wait,
on?
I thought you said oh, that's right. I got the King Crimson members switched up. Shit.
Damn. What song is Belew on again?
Let me double. He's on Halo.
Ah,
Huh.
fuck.
He does the
Okay,
solo.
damn.
That is.
Fuck. I
Okay.
completely forgot that fact.
See, I said Fripp because he's the one that Steven Wilson has the side project with.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. No,
Damn.
I mean that's. I get the thinking totally.
All right.
that was a good one.
Me for Saoirse.
Hello.
Is question 16. Okay. Which new wave band's debut record features the songs Uncontrollable Urge, Jocko Homo, and a radically transformed cover of the Rolling Stones' I Can't Get No Satisfaction that would prove to be a minor hit for the band?
This is in the dark recesses of my brain, but it's not coming to, it's under some boulder I've lost, you know?
New wave band.
Yeah.
Lose a boulder.
I've exhausted my list of new wave bands in my head, and I'm left with one.
Okay.
And so this is not under confirmation. It's just all of my other possible answers are not it.
That's fine.
Blondie.
It's not Blondie, unfortunately. It's not up for points, but does anyone else know the answer to this? I thought-
Talking Heads.
Oh no, it's
EC.
Devo. It's Devo.
Ah,
Yeah. Okay.
that's the one I definitely wouldn't know.
Okay.
Yeah,
listen to
same.
New Wave.
All right. So
Because I fucking love the Talking Heads debut. I would have.
if it was them, I think we'd all have known.
Yeah.
So yeah, that cover of I Can't Get No Satisfaction is amazing.
It sounds dope.
It's like it's just like the tempo is like 50 times faster, and it's ridiculous. Okay, doubling back. It's Morgan for August.
All right. What influential instrumental hip hop artist wrote and composed the theme song for hit TV show Mad Men? Is it A, RJD2, B, DJ Shadow, C, J Dilla, or D, Prince Paul?
I'm gonna say Prince Paul.
That is incorrect. It is
Dang.
RJD2.
Dang, that was the second guess.
Okay, and next is Saoirse for Morgan.
Right. Which of these bands are not from the UK city of Bristol? Is it A, Massive Attack, B, Blur, C, Portishead, or D, Idols?
Blur from Manchester, right? Anyway, it's them. That's not from Bristol.
Wikipedia said they were from London, but I'll take that because it's the right answer.
Beautiful. Which means that next question is, because I've done asked Saoirse. So Jake for August, and the new number is 17.
Damn.
Ah, damn it. This is the question that was kind of given away earlier, but I'm going to give it to you anyway, just because I'm not sure how familiar you are with this, but like think back a little bit, and Morgan has spoken this. Because of his inhuman timing, this legendary drummer of both Strapping Young Lad and Death earned the nickname the Atomic Clock.
Atomic Clock. I don't fucking remember his name.
The first bonus question.
Yeah, and I don't remember his name.
Oh, shit.
Well, this worked out fine.
I guess so.
Yeah, you gave the one person not familiar with Death.
And Strapping Young Lad.
And Strapping Young Lad. So.
Well, we gave it to people familiar with Death and Strapping Young Lad. And
that's true. That's
indeed.
true.
Well, August seems like August is going to forfeit then.
The answer...
No, I have no
answer
idea.
B, Gene Hoglan.
Yeah, that wouldn't have come to me.
The hog.
Fucking goat.
The hog.
Next is August for Morgan.
All right. During what dismemberment plan are fans famous for rushing to the stage and getting up on stage and singing along with the band? Is it You Are Invited, Ice of Boston, What Do You Want Me to Say, or The City?
The city. I don't know.
It's Ice of Boston.
Amazing. I would love to.
Why in
to
the
be
seven
there for
hells
that.
do people know that? I'm mad that
I'm sure
anybody
Tyler knows it. I'm sure he does.
It's definitely one of their biggest songs, but like the most that list that August gave had like 3 of their biggest songs in it. So
Yeah, so
it's a tough one. Next is Morgan for Saoirse.
The 27 Club refers to a group of musicians that all passed away at the age of 27. Which of the following does not belong in that club? A, Jimi Hendrix, B, Amy Winehouse, C, Graham Parsons, and D, Janis Joplin.
Okay. When you asked that question, my brain went Hendrix, Cobain, Whitehouse. Could you repeat the options?
Love Amy Whitehouse.
Winehouse. Well, I was reading about someone called Mary Whitehouse.
Yeah, I know.
Today, so
I knew instantly that you got it confused with Mary Whitehouse, which is hilarious.
So
Yeah.
your options
Anyway,
are Hendrix, Winehouse, Graham Parsons, and Janis Joplin.
wow.
I feel like in my head I associate Janis Joplin with a much more storied career. So is it C?
That is correct. Graham Parsons died at 26.
Yeah.
Oh,
And he had his
wow. I didn't even
body
know it was that
stolen.
close. Holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
damn, Gotti. Next is Saoirse
Sorry,
from
Emmylou.
Saoirse from me.
Oh, hello.
17.
You'll probably know this.
All right.
You'll know this. Which artist did Herbie Hancock win a Grammy for making a tribute album to? Again, I have options if you need them.
Yeah, I should know that off the bat, but I
Oh,
think I'm going to take the
shit.
option since it doesn't lose me anything.
A, Joni Mitchell.
Yeah, I
B,
know.
Carole King. C, Joe Nama Trading. Or D, Nico.
I love that.
Nico.
As soon as she said the first option, Jake was like, "Yep, I know." So
Yeah.
Okay, that
it's-
had to be a
No.
delay because I did that before she spoke.
okay. Well, I know that it is Joni Mitchell now that you've said that. So that's my answer.
That's correct.
Okay, cool.
It's because it's a joke.
Yeah.
And a Mike the Snare video.
That's right. That's how I know it too. So next up is me for Jake. My question 17. Oh, okay. This is one of my favorite questions. Which of these bands has not released a self-titled album? They're all bands that start with S because that's where I was in my music thing when I was trying to think of bands.
Dude, I did the same thing to think of. That's fucking.
Anyway, so they're all S bands. And which of these S bands does not have a self-titled album? A, Screaming Trees. B, Slater Kinney. C, The Smiths. D, Sonic Youth.
Give me the first two again.
The first two were Screaming Trees and Slater Kinney.
I desperately want a steal option.
Sleater Kinney?
No, wrong. It was Screaming
Damn.
Trees.
Damn it. God, I always keep second guessing myself. That's my problem.
Yes. So in the case of all three other bands, the self-titled record is their debut album. But Screaming Trees don't have a
I
self-titled.
thought you were going to try to pull one on me and say Strapping Young Lad, because that's technically yes and no.
That was a contender for the answers, and I removed it because I thought it would be too obvious. Anyway, no, wrong. It was Screaming Trees. So that's the end of round 3. I'll do a points update before the bonus question. So leading now, lead has changed. It's now me with 17, followed by Morgan with 12, then August with 11, then Jake with 8, then Saoirse with 4. So bonus question time could change things, often does. So the bonus question this time is to be asked by August, and it is August's question number 3.
All right, this is a fun one. How many times have Radiohead been nominated for the Mercury Prize and not won?
I know this because I looked it up the other day.
Not one. Well, I don't know if they've actually ever won. I should not talk that to myself. I should keep this.
I just want to say Tom York is one more. So are you including?
You don't have to give me clues just to flex that you know the answer.
I'm just asking for clarification.
Yeah.
Okay. What would they get nominated
Tom York
for?
solo
I think it's Radiohead the band, not Tom
No,
York.
yeah, it's Radiohead the band. No Tom York. No Johnny Greenwood. No Ed O'Brien. Radiohead.
Okay. If I get this wrong, I'll look like a cunt.
You will.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's just a number.
Yeah.
Yeah,
pedophiles be like
prize.
Oh
The
no!
Mercury Prize.
Oh jeez!
Thank you, August.
Shut
All right,
up.
I'm ready. Is everyone ready?
Yeah.
3, 2,
No,
1.
hang on. Shit.
Well,
God damn it. All right.
3, 2, 1. Show.
All right. We've got 2 correct answers from Morgan and Saoirse with 5.
Wow!
I pulled that out of my ass.
I thought maybe they'd been nommed 4 times and won once, but that's shocking. Have they not? I bet they've never won. Is that right?
They've never won.
Yeah.
And it's been
Interesting.
5 nominations.
Damn.
Literally, I was looking at the Mercury Prize Wikipedia page the other day, and Tom York was listed as the person who's been nominated the most times without winning, 5 times for Radiohead and once by himself.
Okay, and then August gets 2 points.
What an abject failure.
Okay, so
on their part.
I love these bonus rounds because they change the points so dramatically. So now we have another tie for the lead. Me and Morgan are both on 17. August comes behind on 13, and then it is Saoirse in 4th place with 9, and Jake in the rear with 8. So
I'm so sorry.
No, this is part of the fun.
Yeah, it's not your fault. I'm just bad.
It was a hard one. All right. All right. Round 4. The next new number is 14. First question is Jake from Morgan.
All right. What was the name of? Well, okay, this can have multiple answers, but it's probably going to be one more than the other. What is the name of the 4th unreleased, scrapped Brockhampton album?
This is
Happiest Days of Our Lives.
Yes, I will accept Happiest Days of Our Lives or Puppy.
There was also it was also called Team Effort at one point, wasn't it?
Team Effort was at one point, and then adopted by the fans as a compilation of B-sides that's on Rate Your Music or something now. But Team Effort is I would have accepted that if it was given to me, because that is in fact It is possible.
All right. Next is Saoirse's gone, so she can.
Of course.
We'll come back to that. Next is then we'll skip to Morgan for me.
The Traveling Wilburys were one of the most notable supergroups of all time, primarily because they were a supergroup that didn't totally suck ass.
That's true.
Which of the following was not a member of the Traveling Wilburys? Was it A, Jeff Lynne of Electric Light Orchestra, B, Roy Orbison, C, George Harrison of the Beatles, D, John Fogerty of Creedence Clearwater Revival?
So it's John Fogerty, George Harrison, Jeff Lynne, and who was the other one that you said?
Roy Orbison.
Roy Orbison. So I'm going to say... See, I know nothing about this supergroup, incidentally. I've never heard of them.
Thank God for my mom.
So this is... It's probably going to be stupid. I want to say George Harrison because that seems like the wrong answer that would occur to Morgan, maybe, more than the other three. But I feel like, no, that's probably stupid. So I'm going to say Roy Orbison.
That is incorrect.
It was CCR fella, isn't it?
Yeah. So the Traveling Wilburys was Jeff Lynne, Roy Orbison, George Harrison, Bob Dylan, and Tom Petty.
God,
Jeez.
what an amalgamation of people.
Okay, so doubling back a sec, August for Saoirse.
All right. Off of their seminal studio album, White Pony, which Deftones song won Best Metal Performance at the Grammys?
This is a podcast question.
Was it A, Elite, B, Korea, C, Digital Bath, or D, Back to School?
Okay. My heart is telling me Digital Bath, but Back to School seems like the choice that would be true but annoy me.
Did anybody just miss the fucking... Was that like a rat? What the fuck was on your screen?
I didn't see
It's probably a moth.
Oh, okay. That was really freaky.
Basically, it's nighttime outside and my window's open, so it's probably a moth.
It's Chino.
So, what is your final answer?
He changed it to a fly.
Okay, so just to finish my
I watched
sentence.
a change in you. It's...
To finish my sentence, acid bath is the one I would like it to be, but Back to School is probably the one that's true but would annoy me the most. But because I have faith in humanity, I'm going to say acid bath.
Acid Bath is not enough, but I assume you mean Digital Bath, which
I
it is
did
not.
Digital Bath, thank you.
It is Elite.
Elite. Which,
there we go.
God bless, what a good pick.
So sure, I would have guessed Digital Bath as well. So that's surprising.
I mean, that's the logical. Like, why would you ever guess it?
Because I didn't realize that. Was it Elite a single? I thought they only ever did that for singles, but maybe.
I don't think it is.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't think so.
That's pretty dope then.
Yeah.
Okay, next up is Saoirse asking Jake.
Wonderful. What was the name for the scrapped album that Green Day were making before American Idiot?
Cigarettes and Valentines.
That's correct.
Yes,
Wonderful.
finally.
Okay. Next is me for August. And my question: which Genesis album was their final record with Peter Gabriel as frontman?
Once again, fuming.
Yeah, I'm not touched up on my fucking Genesis albums.
Do you want me to give you? I can give you options if you want.
If you can give me options, I will.
I don't have them written down, but I'll make them up on the fly.
Okay.
A, Selling England by the Pound. B, The Lamb Lies Down on Broadway. C, A Trick of the Tail. D, Wind and Wuthering.
Wind and Wuthering.
No, unfortunately, it was The Lamb Lies Down.
God damn it.
Yeah.
That was my first instinct.
Yeah. Trick of the Tail. I just listed 4 albums in sequence there in their 70s run. Trick of the Tail was the first one with Phil Collins as frontman. And Trick of the Tail and Wind and Wuthering are the last two kind of like thought of as the last two like properly good Genesis albums before they went pop. Anyway, bad luck. So that is that. So next up is Jake for Saoirse, and the new number is 12.
Oh. Oh, okay. Okay. David Bowie collaborated with a famous musician to write his hit song, Fame. Who was this musician?
Oh, Niles. Someone. Fuck, he was on that big Daft Punk disco song. Niles Rodgers.
No, it was John Lennon.
Damn, I didn't know that either.
But I swear that Niles Rodgers was a writer of that album collaboratively.
I think
Could have been.
He could be on that record, yeah. Which album was that on? Was it Young Americans?
I believe it was Young American, the Plastic Soul one.
Yeah, Nile Rodgers would have fit right in there. Okay.
Yeah.
Next is August for Me.
And this is 12?
Yeah.
Okay. Which of these bands was not formed in the year 1975? Was it the Sex Pistols, the Clash, the Talking Heads, or Johnny Thunders and the Heartbreakers?
Well, you've got some very plausible options there for bands that were formed in 1975. So The Clash and Talking Heads, I'm pretty sure both their debut albums came out in 77, I think.
That is correct.
Sex Pistols, I'm actually not sure what year that came out. It was either 77 or 78, I think. What was the other band you said?
Johnny Thunders and the Heartbreakers.
That just doesn't sound like a real band. I'm sorry.
It really doesn't.
So I don't think it's Johnny Thunder Thighs or whatever, just because I've never heard of it.
Captain Thunderpants.
So I'm going to say The Clash. I feel like they might have formed a little bit earlier.
They formed a little later, but you're still right.
Oh,
I'll take it.
76 was the year.
Okay.
Yeah, because never mind, the Bollocks was 76.
Oh, I was off with that.
Probably Sex Pistols.
Right. Well, I mean, you can tell that record didn't have a very long gestation period.
Yeah, they were really sitting on that one.
I'm gonna piss on your dick and shit on your mum. Sex Pistol.
Pretty vacant. Next is Morgan for Jake. Question 12.
Damn it.
Oh no.
No, name the drummer on Rush's self-titled debut album.
Oh, it's fucking. God, I genuinely think I forgot his name. Yeah, I forgot his name.
Oh, well, it was John Russi.
John Rush.
John Rush.
John Rush.
Where they got their name from? They left them.
Like, really glad I'm doing
My favorite member of Led Zeppelin is Mike Zeppelin.
Mr. Van. Oh, wait a minute.
Mike the Led Zeppelin.
Ron McGovney, better known by his real name, Ron Metallica.
I'm running for sheriff, and I'm Ron McGovney.
The fifth Beatle most people don't know about is Ted Beatle.
Okay. Next is Saoirse for August.
Oh, you like this, August?
Oh, I will.
What was the name of the album we reviewed by the Pineapple Thief?
This is a fucking evil
That is
one.
such a good question.
I need a second.
That is so good.
I need a second to think on this.
Hands. Show me your hands.
So for our viewers at home, this is the same as saying, what is the name of the most recent Pineapple Thief album?
God.
I was about to say the name of the other band in that video's album because I remember that one. And
that's one of the options I have ready.
Yeah, can you give me options?
A, in sickness or in flames.
It's going to be too easy with options.
A deeper understanding. C, what went down. Or D, versions of the truth.
It's not an indicator as to what she said. I just want to point that out.
A deeper
I just remembered.
understanding sounds like a rejected Dream Theater album, so
Interesting.
it's got to be Versions of the Truth.
That's correct. A deeper
Deeper understanding is the War on Drugs.
Yeah.
Super
Oh.
August.
As soon as you said a deeper understanding, I knew what it was because I'm like, it's a title that sounds like that.
Yeah.
Versions of the. I remember the album was so boring that we excluded it or didn't include it in our worst albums of the year list because it was just like nothing to talk about.
Yeah, it was going to make it on our list very highly too.
Anyway, next is me asking Morgan, and it's question 12, isn't it? So, okay, this is an interesting one. Besides the man himself, name one of the other men who played in John Coltrane's most famous quartet, the band that recorded A Love Supreme.
Bill Evans.
No, Bill Evans was
God damn it.
Bill Evans worked with Miles Davis. He was on Kind of Blue, but no, he was the pianist.
That homie's
Kinda
all over
Blue.
the place. I don't know.
But
Did anybody who worked with Davis also work with Coltrane?
I mean, probably. I mean, I associate all of these men primarily with Coltrane.
Okay.
Coltrane and Davis worked together, so that should...
Yeah.
They did. They probably, one of these men might have been on a Davis record, probably. But anyway,
I was gonna say my guess would have been like McCoy Tyner.
he was the pianist in Coltrane's quartet.
Damn.
And other acceptable answers would have been Alvin Jones, the drummer, and Jimmy Garrison on bass.
I'm
Shoulda known.
I'm so mad.
Yeah, now I think how I
I'm
feel.
upset.
Okay. All right, so now it's bonus question time again. So we'll do the
Fun,
points
fun, fun.
beforehand. So Morgan and I are still tied for the lead. We're both on 19 now. Third place is August on 15. Fourth place is Jake on 10, and then Saoirse on 9. So it's pretty close all around. It's clustered at certain points anyway. So let's see.
As long as I don't come last.
Well, I mean, you currently are, so work on that.
I know.
But,
I know. Yeah.
Next,
Get your shit
work on that.
together.
Next person to ask is August asked the last one, eh? So it's Jake again. Jake, your second bonus
okay.
question, which is your question 10.
It'd be interesting to see who knows this. One of you definitely does. Prolific progressive metal musician Devin Townsend was recruited to be part of what musician's band before he went on to form his own musical projects?
Oh, I do know this somewhere in my head.
Morgan's just like ding, ding, ding.
This is where Morgan takes the lead, I think.
Uh-huh.
It's hard not having options. Say the question again, please.
Prolific progressive metal musician Devin Townsend was recruited to be part of what musician's band before he went on to form his own musical projects?
So not what band, but what musician's band.
Mhm.
I feel like I've learned this somewhere, and it's that.
If it probably won't help at all, but he was in fact a vocalist at this point in his career.
Yeah.
So he wasn't a vocalist later.
No, I mean, he was a vocalist for the band. The guy in question that I'm talking about was the guitarist.
And he later became a vocalist.
Well, it's notable because the guy who recruited him was not the lead singer. He was the lead guitarist.
Right, so that's
Homie's
not going to
name.
be an acceptable answer. Because...
Has everyone got their answers?
Yep.
All right, let me see. 3.
Saoirse, you ready?
I do not.
Oh.
I do not.
Okay, I did not hear you.
Um,
Nobody make the joke.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Saoirse, don't worry about it. I'm completely stabbing in the dark with this as well. I just don't know the answer.
Can I name the band and get like half the points?
The name of the band
Sure.
and the name of the guy are the same thing.
Band.
Well, fuck. Now I know I'm wrong.
See, there you go. I'll give you another hint. The name of the band and the name of the guy are the same thing.
Name the
Uh,
band, name the guy, the same thing.
Who the fuck else is it going to be?
Name the band, name the guy. Okay.
His sister.
Her Her sister was a witch.
I know this.
Hi, Abelman.
She's my sister and my daughter.
I know this isn't right. I'm just fucking guessing.
All
Yeah,
right.
this is wrong, but I'm writing it anyway.
Yeah, I mean, all right.
Whatever.
Fuck it,
Let's
man.
just get this
Three.
over with.
Let's just do it.
2, 1. Reveal. Morgan has the correct answer. It is Steve Vai.
There we go.
All right.
Jake
Took
gets,
shit in his guitar case.
Jake gets 3 points for that. And Morgan gets 5.
Come on, hit me.
Okay, so obviously that means that the lead has now been taken by Morgan with 24 points, followed by me with 19, followed by August in third place with 15, then Jake with 13, and Saoirse with 9. So round 5. This is the last round without the question going
Oh
to
boy.
other people. So the new number is 19. First up is Jake asking me.
All right, this will be interesting. The frontman to what late 90s, early 2000s pop rock act had an original song on the soundtrack to Disney's Treasure Planet entitled I'm Still Here?
Ah!
I knew it. Morgan, I told you about this question.
Can you say this? Can you say it again?
Okay. The frontman to what late 90s, early 2000s pop rock act had an original song on the soundtrack to Disney's Treasure Planet entitled I'm Still Here?
Pop rock.
Phil Collins.
That's Tarzan.
I don't know. Blink 182.
You know, that's not the worst
No, that-
guess in the world.
That would have been
frankly.
fucking hilarious.
It really would have been. The answer is the Goo Goo Dolls, John Rzeznik.
Fuck, I
Shit.
would never have guessed that.
Yeah.
You would. If that's one of those where if you know it, you know it.
Uh-huh.
In my
If you
head, the
don't, you're
Goo Goo
fucked.
Dolls were like an 80s band. I don't fucking know.
Man,
Well,
I
I mean, it's
said,
like if you've
George
ever heard
Michael.
Iris and you've heard I'm Still Here, it is impossible not to think this is either by the Goo Goo Dolls or someone who is trying to impersonate them.
Yeah, it makes sense when I think about Iris. Okay, August for Jake. Question 19.
Okay. Which singer contributed backing vocals to Frank Zappa's song Montana? Was it A, Diana Ross, B, Aretha Franklin, C, Billie Holiday,
Urethra Franklin.
or D, Tina Turner?
Turner.
Turner.
Fuck, I can't speak. I'm having a stroke.
Okay, give me the 4 again. Give me the 4 again.
Diana Ross, Aretha Franklin, Billie Holiday, Tina Turner.
Aretha Franklin.
Wrong. It was Tina Turner.
Huh.
Tina,
Interesting.
turn up.
Turned down for what?
All right. Next is Morgan asking August. Question 19.
Okay. So the year of 1997 was very important for music, seeing the release of many influential releases across many genres, including the current #1 album of all time on Rate Your Music, Radiohead's OK Computer. Name 2 albums that are in the Rate Your Music chart top 10 alongside OK Computer.
Homogenic and F sharp, A sharp, infinity.
That is correct. You got the top 10. I'll
Damn.
fill it out there.
Damn. That's solid. Would spiritualized ladies and gentlemen we are floating in space be applicable there, or is that too far down?
I would fucking hope so.
I think that's too far down.
That's a
Jesus.
shame. That's bleak.
That's awful.
Yeah.
Yeah, like to be fair, two of those top 10 are the score to End of Ava and Final Fantasy VII,
Bouquet.
which
Right.
I like, that
No,
shouldn't
it
count.
really shouldn't.
just
All right.
clutters up the data.
Saoirse for Morgan.
All right, you might get this. I don't know. In the song by the Mountain Goats is the obligatory one. In the song by the Mountain Goats, best ever death metal band in Denton. Which of these are not names that the band considers for the name of the eponymous band? Is it A, Satan's Fingers, B, The Killers, C, Swords of Vengeance, or D, the hospital bombers?
It is C.
You're correct.
God, that yeah.
There are multiple names, some of which have now been used, include the Killers.
Yeah, well
The
done.
hospital
fingers.
bombers.
The hospital bombers.
All right, next up is Tyler for Saoirse. So my question for you, Saoirse. Oh, okay. This was one of my harder ones,
dear.
but there's a chance you might
Oh,
know this.
no.
It might
Okay.
be up your street. What was
Okay.
what was the title of the unfinished album that Jeff Buckley was working on at the time of his death, later released as a series of demos?
Screaming internally.
I hate you.
Oh my god! Can I get options?
No.
I don't have any pre-prepared. So I guess not.
Yeah, you would have to
Okay.
like make up a bunch of shit, and I feel like once you say it, it would be too obvious.
Yeah, it's like I mean, look, let me think.
Actually, I'll tell you what. He has a handful of compilation albums. I could give you the names of those,
Hang on.
including the right answer.
Yeah, that'd work. That'd work.
Yeah, Morgan's taken over for me.
All right, so your options are You and I, Sketches for My Sweetheart the Drunk, In Transition, or Mystery White Boy.
Yeah, so these are all things that have been released under Jeff Buckley's name, but only one of them is the posthumous album that he was working on when he died.
C.
What was C?
I don't remember. Yeah, fuck.
You and
Sorry.
You and I?
Okay, that is incorrect.
So yeah, so technically the answer was My Sweetheart the Drunk, not Sketches for My Sweetheart the Drunk was the demo
That was
version.
gonna be my guess, but then I was like, You and I seems more like something you'd give to someone who's dead.
You and I is a song on Sketches by Sweetheart the Drunk.
Yeah. Yeah, so Sketches, just to be clear, Sketches for My Sweetheart the Drunk is the demo album, but the thing he was working on was called My Sweetheart the Drunk. But yeah,
that was where my brain immediately went, but then I thought that the other one would be something I'd give to a dead person.
what? Have your brain for like 2 minutes. Saoirse would be like that Charlie Sheen thing where it's like, it's too much, get it up. Anyway.
Oh my God.
Anyway, next up, new number is 2. Number 2. First question is Jake for August.
Duty.
All right. Ghost frontman Tobias Forge appeared on an EP by one of doom metal's big 4. Which of the 4 bands is it?
Hollering.
Can I know who doom metal's big 4 are?
You may indeed. I have to pull it up right here. Hold on a second. The big 4 of doom metal are A, Candlemass, B, Electric Wizard, C, Pentagram, D, Saint Vitus.
I think I'm going to go with Candlemass.
Right you are.
Ah, nice. Region helped me.
Well done.
Yep, Sweden.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what put it together for me.
Next up is August asking Morgan, question 2.
Okay. Which of these musicians never made a collaborative album with Brian Eno? Is it John Cale, Laurie Anderson, Lou Reed, or Daniel Lanois?
All right, so options again.
John Cale, Laurie Anderson, Lou Reed, Daniel Lanois.
I'm stuck between Cale and Lanois because those are mainly producers themselves. But I also could just be fucking whatever. I'm going to guess John Cale.
It was Lou Reed.
Damn. Ah, shit.
Damn.
Huh.
Okay.
What a missed opportunity.
Yeah, I know,
for
right?
real.
That sounds like it would be awesome.
That would be some
Like,
heat.
damn.
All right, next question is Morgan asking Saoirse, number 2.
All right. In 1983, Bad Religion released their sophomore record, Into the Unknown, which has never been put on streaming or even been made available on CD, primarily because the band believes the huge change-up in genre from their first album was a mistake. Name one of the 3 genre descriptors for Into the Unknown on the album's Rate Your Music page. Just one.
Ooh. Hello.
If it brings me to my knees, it's a bad religion.
So this is like a hardcore punk band doing a weird thing.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Billy Corey.
I'm going to take a plump on... This is the 80s, so let's go with electropop.
No.
Okay.
Is one of them new wave?
It's like you're so tantalizingly
Progressive
close because the 3 on the album are progressive rock, new wave, and psychedelic pop.
If it's new wave, can I make an appeal for 1 point?
I think you can get a point for
Let's
Yeah,
say
that's-
that's
I will.
yeah.
I will concur that that's.
that. New wave and
That's-
electropop
that's
are
fair.
basically not the same thing, but pretty overlapping. Yeah.
1 point.
1 point.
So next is Saoirse asking me question 2.
All right. Question. I wrote down 2 Man Guts questions, and they're both coming in a row.
Well, I'm
Um,
gonna feel like a fucking moron if I don't get this, considering I've just listened to all the post Boombox albums in the last.
You can't go lower than me, Tyler. It's okay.
Okay. What was the first Mountain Goats album to be recorded entirely without a boombox?
Tallahassee.
That's correct.
Okay, sick. All right, I'm starting to claw back towards that lead. I'm feeling it. All right, next is my question for Jake. Question 2, which is okay. Legendary jazz band leader Charles Mingus was most known for playing which instrument?
Trumpet?
No, it is the bass. Unfortunately. All right. Morgan's gone, but I'll do a points review since we're about to go to our next bonus question. Morgan is in the lead with 26 points. I'm with 21 in second place. August is in third place with 19. Jake is in fourth place with 13, and Saoirse has 10. So there's definitely things could change with this bonus. And the person asking the bonus is actually it's Morgan again.
What Adult Swim staple anime did Japanese hip hop artist Nujabes compose the music for?
Oh,
Kick fucking ass.
What Adult Swim anime? I might as well quit after that.
It is not made by Adult Swim. It is just a staple of that channel.
Yeah. So I'm trying to think of like his whether he has like one of those albums named after it, but I can't even think of what they are.
If it helps anyone, it was by Studio Sunrise.
Has this
help anyone,
anime
August?
been mentioned?
well, I mean,
at any point?
it would help me, but I know.
Yeah, you and I
Yeah.
assume I know too.
Whatever.
Has it been mentioned on the Rubber Gun podcast?
Okay, here's what it will give you in terms of anime for Studio Sunrise. This means that it was made by a lot of really fucking important people. So this is like a big this anime is a big deal.
Because I'm going to say that because I get points for answers that are incorrect, shut the fuck up.
Oh, shit.
No more. No more.
I don't think that's going to help them too much, but
Right. Are we ready? Is everyone ready?
I'm ready.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Yeah. The 2 people who think they got it right did in fact get it right.
Now that I see the name of it, now that I see
my-
that, I can remember the fucking albums that have that in the fucking
see,
title.
it's so funny because Saoirse, you said a show that actually you both said shows that have music composed by the same person.
Yeah,
Shiro
that's
Sachiro.
Oh, wow.
Sachiro, yeah.
I just wanted to know my other 2 potential answers were Hunter x Hunter and Death Note.
Wait, those two people.
Those two shows have the
same
same composer. Holy shit!
What the fuck? What is this bullshit?
No way,
Guys,
dude.
I'm
Can I
trying to-
make?
I'm just now trying to imagine a Death Note score by Nujabes.
It would fuck so hard.
Okay.
Oh, well, yeah.
I'm livid. I cannot believe that.
It's so
Wow.
fucking crazy.
So my
You don't get
lead,
any points for that.
I'm now.
It's just cool.
All right.
Yeah.
So state of the points. Morgan leads with 28. August follows with 24. I have 21. Jake has
Plus 10.
18, and Saoirse has 10. So
Damn.
yeah, that's right. So that's where we're at.
Fuck.
It's getting really intense, and now we go on to that was round 5A. So now we go on to the round where people can steal points if the asked person doesn't know the answer. So the way this will work is that because this is the way we did it last time, if the person who the question is asked to doesn't know the answer, it goes to firstly the person who is at the least points, so Saoirse first, and then it will go to Jake, and then to me, and depending on how the points change with each question.
Yeah,
So that's how it's going to operate. So the new number is
Interesting.
15, and first up is Jake asking Morgan.
Ooh, you've got this, man. Name 8 members of Brockhampton.
You got your Matt Champion, you got your Joba, you got your Kevin Abstract, you got your fucking Merlin. You got so that's 4.
Mhm.
You got your Don McLennans, you got your Jabari Manwas, you got your Romeo Hemnanis, and you got your Bareface.
That's it. Good job.
Well done. Next up is August asking Saoirse.
Oh dear.
Oh boy. What is the only song in the Metallica catalog to feature writing credits solely attributed to James Hetfield?
Ooh.
Is it Nothing Else Matters, Mama Said, Leper Messiah, or Motor Breath?
Leper
This is
Messiah,
like-
an Opeth song? Never mind.
Leper Affinity.
Yeah, that's it.
Just 'cause
Fucking
I-
moron. I'm gonna kill you.
Just because I know
Dumb
what.
bastard. It's on Master of Puppets.
I know.
Just because I
I believed it was a Metallica song, but I thought, holy shit, do those two songs have the same name? Doesn't matter.
No.
Okay.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah, no. I get
So
it.
just because I know what a personal song it is, like it's a love story to his wife, I'm going plump with Nothing Else Matters.
It is not Nothing Else Matters.
Is it, hang on, is it Mama Said?
Is it your turn to
It's not your
guess?
turn to guess.
Yeah.
Oh shit, sorry, I forgot
So
we were
shut
doing
your mouth, Tyler.
I forgot we were doing that. Jake.
Thank God it wasn't me.
Jake,
Yeah.
it is you now.
I mean,
Set up. Introduce this new rule. And then fucking
I'm now don't mean to steal from Tyler, but is it in fact Mama Said?
It's not Mama Said.
Oh shit. I love how I
Nikki.
saved myself there. So the other two are Leper Messiah and
Motor Breath.
is that it? Leper Messiah and Motor Breath. Is
Yeah.
Motor
Yep,
Breath-
those are
Those
those
are
are
the
your
two
two
left, yes.
options.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't remember the song Motor Breath. I'm gonna say, hang on, let's fucking think about this for a second because
I want to say now, there's only going to be one option left when Tyler is done.
yeah.
But if I have an answer in mind, and if I am correct,
Write it down.
I will be okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what since mine are all multiple choice and all have
And-
4 answers. So
This is like a
That's a good
perfect
idea.
this is like a perfect 1 point scenario because Morgan's in the
Yeah.
lead, but he'll still
And
get it right.
It should be a 1 point scenario. Well, 2 if
Yeah,
I get
perfect
it,
for that.
but-
Perfect for that.
Yeah, so if you get it, one if he gets it.
Yeah, because he'll
And
like,
let's, yeah,
whatever. Oh, okay.
I'm just mad because I got the big brain.
Motor Breath.
it is Motor Breath.
Ooh,
Yep.
there he goes.
Want the
What is
record-
Motor? Is
just want
Motor
the
Breath on an
record to show.
album?
He
I
did
don't
it.
remember
Yeah,
that
it's
song.
Kill 'Em All.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Oh shit! Well, there goes me fucked
Kill 'em
up.
all.
I forgot that song. Okay.
It's not super notable.
Aside
Alright.
from
Thanks.
All right. Thank fuck I got that. All right. Okay. So that was a steal, which was dope as shit. So whose question? That was August's question. So next is Morgan's question from me. So I have another chance to call it back.
Okay, so this is a true or false question. And the way I have this is that you'll get 1 point if you get the true or false, and you'll get the other if you can name the album.
Okay.
So, true or false? Since her joining on the self-titled Fleetwood Mac album, and the band's last release, Say You Will, only one Fleetwood Mac album has not had any contribution from Stevie Nicks.
Well, because the kind of implication of the way you've set this up, I feel like it has to be true that what you've said is the case. And now you want me to name the album, unless you're being really convoluted and it's not true at all. And I'm just, this is a phantom point that's impossible to get. So the setup was there's one album that she wasn't on. Is that what you're saying?
That is the idea.
I'm assuming that's true. And I feel like it's got to be a lesser known Fleetwood album if this is true, and I just don't know. I only know I know the self-titled. I know not reunions. What's it called? The
Rumors.
Rumors. That's it.
Why is this quiz giving you dementia?
I think the Jams and Tea podcast contains a certain amount of dementia, and normally I contain the most of it, but now Tyler is for some reason the one who contains it.
So I'm gonna say it's true, and I'm gonna say Stevie's Night Out. I don't know.
I didn't even understand that.
Stevie's Night Out is what he said.
Out of the band.
Can someone else guess the album?
Sure.
Well, I mean,
was it true?
Saoirse's first.
Was it true?
It is true. So Tyler gets that 1 point.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Okay.
And so, Saoirse, can you name the album, Saoirse?
Okay. Did they make like a live record she's not on?
I think this is studio.
No, it is now Jake's turn to give a guess if Saoirse doesn't.
Is it Tusk?
That is incorrect.
Damn.
Definitely on Tusk. I've heard that one. So, yeah, August.
August, you want to take a swing at that?
One with the monkey on it.
New. The album. I did orchestrate this question to get 1 point as a gimme.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So, yeah. But the album is named Time. It was released in like 1993, somewhere in there. I don't know. It's bad.
1937. Yeah.
All right.
Shut up.
Yeah.
I'll beat your ass.
All right.
Please.
Next up is Saoirse asking Jake. Question.
What's the number again?
15, I believe.
Saoirse asking Jake. So just because I go to you with so many folk punk recommendations, I think you might get this. Which of these bands, I'm going to name 4, it has folk artist Pat the Bunny not been in? This question I wrote just because I think the band names are funny. A, Johnny Hobo and the Freight Trains. B, Wingnut Dishwashers Union. C, Ramshackle Glory. Or D, Cry Wank of the Workers.
Definitely got it narrowed down to 2.
Mm-hmm.
Cryway?
That's the correct answer.
Oh,
It
yeah,
hasn't
that was the one I
got
was
Pat the
writing.
Bunny in it.
It was either that
Hasn't
one or
got
the
Pat
first
the
one,
Bunny
and I
in it.
wasn't sure. I knew it wasn't B and C.
Yeah.
All right. Next up is
Finally.
is my question for August. Question 15. All right. Oh, okay. All right. I actually don't have no idea if you'll be able to guess this or know it. Titus Andronicus's album, The Monitor, is a concept record that revolves around which war?
Screaming.
Civil War.
Correct. That's the right answer. Well
Yeah.
Damn.
fucking knew it.
So I was going to write that one down. And
Yeah.
okay. So the new number is 5. And first up is Jake for Saoirse.
Oh man, this was one of those questions that I was like, this is gonna be a one that Morgan's gonna get before I even stop reading it. But you actually do have a chance at this, I think.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
This anti-suicide anthem by pop punk band The All American Rejects was used in everything from the Amanda Bynes rom-com She's the Man to a commercial promo for Bionicles. What is its title?
Oh my God. The
All American Rejects.
yeah, it's from their first record. I remember we watched Bionicle's trailer together. It's either Swing Swing or Dirty Little Secret. If it's about suicide, you'd think it would be Swing Swing, wouldn't you?
Jesus, that's dark.
Ooh. No, it is not Swing Swing.
Oh, fuck.
Who's next?
So next is actually me. So I'm just gonna steal the fucking options that Saoirse gave and say Dirty Little Secret.
No, but you're getting close. That is, oh god,
it's the one
Morgan's
with the
sitting
drums.
there.
It's the one with the drums, isn't it?
So next to guess,
Shut up.
next to guess
No
is
guess.
August.
He would know it from the Bionicles commercial, probably.
I would, but I'd also have no idea what it's called.
Oh, it's gonna go to Morgan.
Never give up. is the song's title.
It is.
Yeah,
it is.
Move
It is
Along,
not.
yeah.
But Move Along. That is like ooh. It's basically. But
That was
no,
the
it is in
solo
fact
signal for the
Move
drums.
Along.
So Morgan gets 2 points for that then.
Yeah, Morgan gets. Yeah, Morgan gets
Okay.
it.
Morgan gets 2 points.
Because it was not multiple choice.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, so next up is August asking me question 5.
All right, and this is a multiple choice one, so everyone prepare your answers in advance.
Oh, ye of little faith.
When I read off
I
the
mean-
question. All right, so what county was progressive rock, legendary progressive rock, what English county was progressive rock band Genesis founded in? Was it Surrey, Essex, Devon, or Kent?
Damn, I mean, I don't know this, but I've got options: Surrey, Essex, Devon, or Kent. So I know a little bit about geography, so I know roughly where some of those counties are. Devon's like right down in like the southwestern area, and I don't think there's like a lot happening there, so I don't think it's Devon. Kent is not far from there, I don't think, but further inland a little bit more. I don't know. I'm not actually sure. Surrey and Essex, were they the other two you said?
Yes.
I'm just gonna guess. I think it's one of those two. I'm gonna guess. Surrey.
Surrey, that is the correct answer.
Okay, beautiful. I just blagged my way to that.
Ah,
A dub nonetheless.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
All right, beautiful.
No, I'll give it to you.
along.
Good on you.
Next is Morgan asking Jake.
Okay. Name the one member of Crosby, Stills, and Nash that was formerly in Buffalo Springfield alongside Neil Young. There are no steals on this one because there are only 3 options.
Nash?
That is incorrect. Stephen Stills.
Okay.
You
Next
hate
is
to see it.
Saoirse for August.
which of these French crime and noir films had a score composed by Miles Davis? A. Rafifi. B. Pickpocket. C. Le Cercle Rouge or the Red Circle. Or D. Elevator to the Gallows.
Elevator to the Gallows.
That's the correct answer.
Yep.
Zach
done.
told me that the other day.
Show me.
Well done. Okay, so next is me from Morgan. Okay, so you have actually a lot of potential answers you can give here. So this is definitely a question that people could steal on if Morgan doesn't get it. But I'm not going to give options because I don't want to.
Because there's a billion of them.
Yeah. Name any one of the 12 albums that were nominated for the 2020 Mercury Prize.
This shit again.
Oh, I know one of these.
But wait till it's your turn to steal.
Okay.
This is not my final answer, but if one of them's Ultramono, I'm gonna kill England. I'm gonna guess the Charlie XCX How I'm Feeling Now.
is a correct answer. Well done.
Woohoo. Was one of them Ultramono?
No.
No.
Oh, thank God.
Deep down, Happy White Sports Team was
Yes.
one of them.
I think
I was gonna guess Laura Marling.
Yeah,
That was another one.
I was
both
gonna
correct.
go Michael Kiwanawa.
Yes, you're all saying them. I'll read the list. Anna Meredith Fibs, Dua Lipa's Future Nostalgia, George's Seeking Thrills, Kano's Hoodies All Summer, Lanterns on the Lake, Spook the Herd. Fucking no one listens to these. Yes, the Laura Marling album, the Kiwanuka album, the Charlie XCX album, Moses Boyd, Dark Matter, Porridge Radio. I mean, who the fuck comes up? Yes. Stormzy's Heavy as the Head is also an acceptable answer.
We
that
talked about Radiohead being nominated 5 times without winning. Laura Marling is on 4.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Okay, so yeah,
Motherfucker.
that's that. So state of the points at the end of round 6. Morgan cements his lead.
Yep.
He is currently on 34, followed by August on 28, then me on 25, then Jake on 20, and Saoirse on 10. So
This
again,
is so annoying because like there have been so many questions I've not gotten that I knew. It's really frustrating.
No, it
it's
fucking
infuriating.
sucks.
It is infuriating. Okay, so next on the bonus asking list is August, with August's question 10 for all of us.
Okay, this is one I'm sure everyone will have a lot of fun with. Which System of a Down song is a fan favorite and famous for featuring lyrics about the kombucha mushroom people? Because that's completely unfair, yes, I'm going to give you options.
Praise be.
Sweet pea, sugar, spiders, suggestions, or soil?
Yes.
I am not correct about this, but here we go.
I am fairly certain I remembered August talking about this and how what we've been listening to segment. So
I'm educated guess. Don't know. Are we all ready to give our answers?
Everyone ready? Yep.
Yep.
3,
Okay.
2, 1, now. Got 2 correct answers from Tyler and Jake for sugar.
Heck.
yay!
The reason I guess that is because you said it was a fan favorite, and that was the one that I felt like was the most well known of the ones you listed.
Yeah, that also definitely informed my answer. I'm pretty sure I saw it when I looked at them on Apple Music.
Spiders was also the other fan favorite one put in there. But
so Jake and I get 5 points, and August gets 2 then.
2.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, okay. I love when these bonus rounds make things more interesting. So Morgan obviously still in the lead with 34, but August and I are tied in second place now with 30. And
dangerous.
Jake has 25.
Like a fire in a nursing home.
And Saoirse definitely needs to have a good round. Let's just say that.
That's okay. I've come to accept this. It's
but we're having fun.
Look, I'm clawing my way back up. You can do it.
Round 7. New number is 18. First question is Jake asking me.
Get this right away. Title track on Phoebe Bridgers' Punisher is about what famous singer-songwriter?
Elliott Smith.
Correct.
Beautiful. So next question is Morgan asking August, question number 18.
Okay. So this is one where I get where you have multiple choice if you just have no fucking idea.
Okay.
And I'm relying, if we're going to do the steal thing, I'm relying on everybody to also have no fucking idea before I give multiple choice.
Fair enough.
So be forthright about that information.
Mm-hmm.
Well, all right.
So where are the black metal band Agalok from?
Yeah, this is one I couldn't fucking tell you.
All right, so your options are A, Oslo, Norway, B, Portland, Oregon, C, Seattle, Washington, or D, Stockholm, Sweden.
Seattle, Washington.
That is incorrect.
Shit.
Look, I think the Scandi places are a trap, so I'm going to go Portland, Oregon.
That is correct.
Wonderful.
Oh
So,
man,
You dodged
Shit.
my trap.
I figured it for the same reason.
yeah,
Hello.
I'm annoyed because I knew that. But it
I
doesn't
didn't.
matter.
I was just going to guess.
Yeah.
So 1 point for Saoirse since it was a multi-choice steal. Next is Saoirse asking Morgan. Question 18.
You're gonna wish you got this question, Tyler.
I bet
Oh,
I am.
no.
What is the name of the companion EP to Ortega's Oversteps, released the same year?
I just fucking got.
Really nice obscure Ortega question too.
Can I get some fucking multiple choice?
You
Because they're
can.
not even
I don't.
words.
Do you
I
want me
don't know
to?
if it'll help.
You
A,
got
move of
options.
9. B, move of 10. C, move of 11. Or D, move of 12.
Move of 12.
That's incorrect.
So
Can I guess?
Next, it goes to Jake. Yep.
Oh wait, and
I-
Tyler and I are tied. So if Jake,
I-
doesn't get-
No, I'm
Believe-
ahead of you, August.
oh okay.
I believe, because I have to go through all of the Autechre projects when I scroll down to them, because they're the very last one in A. I believe it is Move of 10.
It
You'd
is.
be correct.
And the
Yep.
reason for that, or the way you might know that, is that Oversteps is their 10th album.
Yeah, I knew that because of
yeah,
XI,
they always
which
do
is
that with fucking
yeah.
numbers,
Yeah.
That's
bitches.
that's how I had that reference point. But
Okay. No, that's
Bastards.
good. Jake gets a bonus point.
Jake,
Human.
Fantastic. Yeah, I was not expecting anyone else to have an Ortega question, and my Ortega question hasn't come up yet, so that's hilarious.
Oh, wow.
So next up is, so that was Saoirse asking Morgan initially. So next is me asking Saoirse, and it was 18, wasn't it? So, all right. Okay. Which legendary producer helped the band Sparks to reinvent themselves with their 1979 album, Number One in Heaven?
The way I love Sparks,
Wait.
and I have
know
no
it.
fucking idea.
I talked about this very recently in a what
Yes,
we've been
yes, you
listening
did. Yes, you did.
to. Yeah, but that's all I'm going to say. No more hints.
I know exactly. I'm
There's a-
hoping
there's a-
Jake and Serge don't.
Just steal
Celeb
option. Yes.
producer.
Yeah,
It
so
won't get
Butch
to me because
Vig.
August knows it.
Go on.
Butch, but it's not
In
Butch Vig.
1979.
No. No. Oh, 1979. Then no, of course. it's not.
That was in the question. So, look, next it goes
Yeah,
to
go on.
Jake.
It's like Georgie, like Mordor, Mordred, fucking it. Fucking
Mordred
help
the
me
Shape.
out here.
Yeah, I'll have to give that
It's
to you.
like it's like
No.
Giorgio
Damn it.
Mordor or something like that.
Damn.
Mordor.
Yeah, that's it. Essentially.
I keep wanting to say Mordor.
I'm going to give him that. I'll give you just 1 point because you didn't get the name right.
Please tell me what the actual name is, because I'm
It is-
dying
it is,
here.
It is Giorgio Moroder.
It's
Yes,
a Daft
thanks.
Punk
Okay.
song if you need help.
Yeah, Giorgio by Moroder. But
Oh,
yes. Yeah,
Yeah.
The most famous disco producer of all time.
I said
Um,
Mordor because I made that fucking joke when you said it.
Yeah, you did. I remember that now. So
Fuck.
there we go. Yeah, okay.
So, as a Dark Tower fan, I also appreciated your guess of George Mordred.
Next up,
Gross
new
little
number.
fucker.
New number is 8. First is question Jake for August.
Gimme.
Oh,
What
boy.
current U.S. politician was in a musical act with Cedric Bixler Zavala of At the Drive-In?
Uh,
Beto O'Rourke.
Correct.
Damn it.
I was
Beto.
listening to their music like just the other day. That's
Uh-huh.
so funny.
Okay. August asking Morgan.
More like Beta O'Rourke.
Oh, Gandhi. All right. So, what band did Prince form in 1981? Is it the Time, Third Eye Girl, the Revolution, or the Bangles?
I would guess the Bengals.
That is incorrect.
Balls.
So, Saoirse, do you want to guess?
Write your answers down. Well,
What year was this?
81.
81. I'm gonna go with the one with girl in it.
It was not Third Eye Girl.
So we're gonna do. What are we gonna do now? We're gonna Since we've only got 2 options left, are we going? We're going to Jake. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
We go, and if you have the right, and if Jake has the wrong answer, but you have it written down,
Yeah, it's
you get the point.
Got it.
What is the one that is not the time?
The revolution.
Revolution. It's not. Wait. So what are my options?
The time and the revolution.
Then okay. And what year was it?
81.
The revolution was 79. Is it the time?
It is the time.
Okay, all right. I was like fucking really confused.
Well done. Okay, so Jake gets a point.
I also have that written.
Beautiful.
All right.
Okay, so next up is, so that was originally from Morgan, was it? Or was it for, yeah, okay. So next up is Morgan for Saoirse.
Okay. Somebody will steal this one. The Deftones cover of the Cars track Drive samples a song from a very popular 90s group. Name the song sampled and the group that made it. You get 1 point if you get the group or the title.
Oh, fuck, I just realized, yes, I know this. Jesus. Oh, no. I'm not going to get to answer this problem. It's okay.
You picked the one song. You picked the one song.
Right. So they're doing that and they're doing that. Any answer I have will be a mildly educated guess. The group is Pearl Jam. I don't know.
That would be dope as fuck. I want to see them cover black.
All right, Jake, you're next. Jake, you're next up.
It is Massive Attack, and it is Protection.
Yeah.
Both correct.
So is that 2 points? Yeah.
That's 2 points because it's not multiple choice.
Come on, buddy.
Cool.
And he got
Come on,
both.
buddy.
Beautiful. Okay. All right. So next up is Saoirse asking me question 8.
Question 8. You might know this, to be honest.
I would hope there's a chance.
Yeah. From their 2009 record, Only Revolutions, who plays lead guitar on the outro to the Biffy Clyro song Bubbles?
Is this the song that has, this is my answer because I can't think of anyone else who's on this record. Is this the song with Josh Homme on it? And is that the answer?
Correct.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the answer.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Damn.
cool. That's
That's
awesome. I would not have known that.
That's a great song. Absolutely one of the best on that album.
Totally. Didn't know that.
So awesome. Shit, yeah. Let's go.
Next up. At?
So now we're
Morgan. Kenneth.
Morgan, you and I are now tied on 34. And August is on 32. So it's still really close. And everyone else is having a good time.
And the neck. Fuck off. I'm getting close.
Yeah, Jake, you're on 30. All right. This question is for Jake. So a chance for you to tie with August. And the question is number 8.
Pressure.
So okay, cool. What is Kanye West's highest selling album?
Oh, God, this is so fucking hard. My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy?
Not the right answer. So it goes to Saoirse.
Damn it. Why did I say that? I said it was the wrong one. Damn it.
The highest selling Kanye West album.
Highest selling Kanye West album. It's going to be one of the Graduation trilogy. I know that.
I'm just imagining the Graduation 1, 2, and 3 like Brockhampton style.
Be better.
Just Kanye West looking at the car like a bit bad on Saturation 2.
Only Graduation was as good as Saturation 3.
Yeah.
Okay, look, let's Graduation.
Also an incorrect answer, I'm afraid. So next it goes to August.
Jesus.
Also an incorrect answer. So Morgan,
the College Dropout?
It is the College Dropout. Congratulations.
For real.
Damn.
Well done. So I'll still give you the 2 points because that was a choiceless answer, even though you had a lot ruled out.
That's goddamned right, you will.
Yeah. Okay. All right, so bonus round time.
Throw hands.
Oh boy.
So we're at August. You were the last one, eh? So this time it's Saoirse's turn to ask a bonus question.
Out of the top 10 highest selling vinyl pressed records, so just on vinyl sales alone, what was the highest selling record that was entirely
2010s.
written and recorded in the 2010s? A. Born to Die by Lana Del Rey. B. Ultraviolence by Lana Del Rey. C. St. Vincent by St. Vincent. Or D. Back to Black by Amy Winehouse.
Right.
Yeah. Sure. Whatever.
Okay.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Count us down.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go. We have one correct answer in Born to Die here.
What?
Born to Die with Jake.
You're the only person that wrote that. Okay. All right. So that Morgan still leads with 36. Jake has 35. I have 34. August has 32. And Saoirse has 14.
Hey, I mean,
Yeah, it's happening.
we got more rounds.
I'm having fun.
Yeah.
It's okay.
It's gonna be something. All right. So round 8,
All right.
the penultimate round.
Oh
Hello.
God.
Okay, so we are all right. So the next number is 6. The first question is Jake from Morgan.
So fucking awesome.
Okay. All right. An unlikely choice of musical acts. A band and a well-known composer contributed to the soundtrack and score of the Chuck Russell cult classic A Nightmare on Elm Street 3, The Dream Warriors. Name both the band and the composer.
Danny Elfman and God damn it. Can I get the 1 point for Elfman?
You cannot, because it is not Danny Elfman.
Son of a bitch.
You could get 1 point for the band though.
Yeah, if you still want to guess the band.
No, whatever.
All right, Saoirse, actually, I think.
The music was by Angelo Badalamenti, I believe.
Yes, it was.
And there was a band involved?
Yes, there was a band who contributed to the soundtrack.
Was Angelo Badalamenti in that band?
No, he was not.
Okay. I've seen this
I will
movie
say they
so many
contributed-
times.
They contributed the song The Dream Warriors.
Um,
Doc,
Don't give me
This
that
is
face,
some
August. You're the
85
most likely person to know the band here.
Oh,
fucking
fuck, of
Van-
course I am.
No, it's not. No, it's not. August Notesome.
Uh-huh.
Wait a minute. Oh my God, I'm an idiot. You said Nightmare on Elm Street 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I imagine Nightmare Before
Oh,
Christmas.
shit.
Okay, so
Wow.
it's Dawkins.
Oh, sure.
It's
yeah.
Dawkins.
You get a half a point then, or like a point. Yeah.
Yeah. Morgan gets 1 point. I
Just
get
one
another
point.
point. Let's
yeah.
say that.
You both get a point.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
I thought you were talking about Nightmare Before Christmas.
That would be real different.
Okay, that was Danny Elfman, right?
Yes, it was.
Yes.
I'm not losing my
No,
mind.
No,
You're all
you're
right.
correct. You're correct.
Angelo Badalamenti's Nightmare Before Christmas.
Dude,
Shit
yes.
show.
Please.
Okay. Fine. August asking Saoirse.
Oh boy, this is a fun one.
Oh.
Oh, wait.
Which of
this
the
would be
following is not a pseudonym of vaporwave pioneer James Ferraro?
You
great.
motherfucker.
I actually have a chance here. Let's go.
All right. New Age Playboy, Hiroshima Cupboard Warrior, Menstrual Chinese Dream, or Peyote Cactus Rituals?
I'm fairly sure 1 and 4 are pseudonyms of him. Just the most outrageous. I'll go with B.
Hiroshima Cupboard Warriors?
No. That's the one I think would be a pseudonym of him. I'll go with
That's
C.
one that would be. So C, you're saying Menstrual
Yeah.
Chinese Dream?
Mm-hmm.
That's a pseudonym of his.
Fuck.
So it goes to yes, it goes to Jake.
Okay, so what are my options that are left?
Your options left are New Age Playboy, Hiroshima Cupboard Warriors, and Peyote Cactus Rituals.
I just want to say for the record, you've made all of this up. This is fiction.
I'll say, and it's which one is not a pseudonym?
Which one it's not?
Peyote Cactus Rituals?
Sorry, Peyote Cactus Rituals is one of
Damn.
his pseudonyms.
That was like the tamest one, so I figured it might be that one.
It goes to me now. And
Morgan, if you'd like to, you can write your answer.
Options?
New Age Playboy and Hiroshima Cupboard Warrior.
So if I remember correctly, Saoirse said that she thinks Hiroshima Cupboard Warrior was one of them. I think that's what you said, unless it was a different artist you were referring to.
What I said was I thought 1 and 4 were, and I wasn't sure about the other 2.
Oh, okay. So, well, the one was New Age Playboy. So, fuck. Hiroshima Covered Warrior definitely sounds like the sort of thing that August would make up. So I'm going to say that.
I did make that one up. Yes.
Damn.
Nice.
Oh, that was like just good enough. That's good.
Yeah. Yeah, you wouldn't make up something as tame as New Age Playboy.
Yeah,
No,
you're right.
Also, the tell was a World War II reference.
Oh, okay.
In Hiroshima.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. All right. Well, okay. That feels good to get a stolen point.
Yeah.
Next is Morgan asking me question. It was 6, wasn't it? Yeah.
Trios are exceptionally rare in the world of metal due to the often demanding musicality of the genre. Some of the best bands were composed of 3 core members. Of these 4 bands, which is not currently a trio? And your options are A, Coroner, B, Sleep, C, Dark Throne, and D, Primus.
I don't know. It's going to have to be a try at an educated guess. So we had Coroner, Sleep, Dark Throne, and Primus. Don't know. I don't really know much about Coroner, unfortunately. What is not currently? I'm going to say Sleep.
That is incorrect.
Damn, I thought they were a duo on their last album, but doesn't matter. All right, so it goes to Saoirse.
Okay, this is a guess, but Dark Throne.
That is correct.
Ooh.
That's what I thought.
Just the
I
two.
was gonna say Primus is definitely still a trio.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so next up is Saoirse asking Jake question 6.
Oh.
Question 6. Okay, I'm about to list to you the top 4 ranked death metal albums on Rate Your Music.
Okay.
Which one is the highest rated? None So Vile, Cryptacy. The Sound of Perseverance, Death. Human, Death. Or Symbolic, Death.
God damn. It's gotta be Symbolic.
You'd be correct.
That's the one.
Symbolically right.
I was gonna say, like, there's no way it's higher than Human. Yeah. Or it's not higher.
Okay.
I wrote that question just because I thought it was really funny. Death held the top 3 spots.
Oh, I mean, that's like, that's so difficult to parse between those 3 that, yeah.
Okay, so my question is for August. Okay, this is actually one of my favorite ones that I've written, but it might be tough. So we'll see how we go. On the 14th of April, 1980, 2 legendary English heavy metal records were released on the same day. I would like you to name either of the 2.
1980.
In April 1980. This was a big year for heavy metal, but specifically in April, on the same day, 2 quite important albums were released, and I just need one of them.
I've got a couple ideas in my head, and I'm going to think about it for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to say it's Iron Maiden.
Which Iron Maiden album?
Self-titled.
That is a correct answer.
Damn.
Is the other one Heaven and Hell?
The other one is not Heaven and Hell, but
British Steel?
Oh.
British Steel is the correct answer by Judas Priest.
Yeah, it would have been.
So
Okay, that was another one in my considerations, and I feel good.
yeah, so that was a hell of a month. I think maybe
Yeah.
Heaven and Hell might have even also come out that month for all I
And
can remember.
there's probably an Ozzy Osbourne album.
definitely
then,
a
too.
Oh
year.
yeah, the Blizzard of Oz album came
Yeah,
out that year as
That's
well.
the one.
Also
So-
very good.
So yeah, that's why I picked that year, because it was so like stacked.
Stacked.
Okay,
God damn.
dope. New number is 9. And so we're skipping Jake's question for Saoirse, and we're going for August's question for me, number 9.
All right. The song that holds the Guinness World Record for shortest song ever is "You Suffer" by Napalm Death. How long is that song? And I'll give you a couple options, because if it was stabbed in the dark, it would be fucking bullshit. 0.513 seconds, 0.658 seconds, 1.316 seconds, or 1.025 seconds.
I could have told you the name of the song. I could have told you the name of the artist who held the record. I could tell you the fucking album that song is on, Scum. But when you said you're gonna give me options, I was like, fucking hallelujah. And then they're all within a fucking less than 2 seconds. And I would have guessed, if you hadn't given me options, I would have said 1 second. So here we are.
By Block Party.
So I do think it's one of the options that's over 1.0 seconds. Which were those 2 options again?
Those were 1.025 and 1.316.
Yeah, I mean, the margins are so thin here, even between those and the less than 1 second answers, that there's really no justification for me saying that I think it's over a second.
I know this one.
But Jake is just having a little talk to himself. That's fine. I am gonna say, oh, this hurts. Because it's like, "Wah!" and that's it. That's the song. I've heard it.
I know exactly the song you're talking about.
It's such a cruel question. I'm gonna say the one that's closest to a minute, 1.01 seconds or whatever it was. That's my answer.
That would be incorrect.
Fuck. So awkward. So Saoirse's next to guess.
Okay, what was the question?
How long is Napalm Death's "You Suffer"? 0.513 seconds, 0.658 seconds, or 1.316 seconds.
The last one.
That's right.
Yeah, I was tossing up between those two, but
Yeah.
Okay. Fine. So Saoirse gets a bonus point. Jake, question number 9 for Saoirse.
Name the musical act that infamously sampled Bjork on their 4th album, and name that album that they sampled.
Oh, Death Grips, right?
What album did they sample Bjork from? On their 4th record.
The Powers That Be?
Yeah, what is the album, the Bjork album that they sampled it from?
The Bjork album they sampled it from. I thought you wanted the Death Grips.
I thought you were laying a trap
like
there
what Bjork
Saoirse.
album did they get the samples
That
from?
would have been hilarious.
On that one.
You have to name it if you want the points.
No. Come on.
What Bjork album?
Let's guess. Volvakira, let's guess.
You are correct.
Wow.
That would have been my guess. You're like, all right, what's one of the later ones that's weird because it's Death Grips?
Who was on the moon, Saoirse?
That's my question. Who was on the moon?
Who was in Paris? That should have been my fucking question. Who was in Paris?
That's the final bonus question of the whole game.
All right, yeah, that's good.
Fellas.
Who was in Paris?
Fellas on the
That's
moon.
correct answer.
All right.
Both.
Last question of the penultimate round is my question for Morgan. Okay. Oh God, Morgan's gonna. I was hoping Morgan wouldn't get this, not because I don't think he can get it, but because he's gonna hate my fucking ass for asking him this question. But look, there's options. So
Steely Dan.
no, it's close.
Wayne.
If you were to listen to every Autechre studio album, from Incunabula to Plus, in succession without taking any breaks, approximately how many hours would it take you? I have options, don't worry. A, 16, B, 20, C, 24, D, 28. So write your answers down, everyone, if you want to.
Approximately.
And options again.
So
What are they?
16, 20, 24, 28.
Okay, so
I've given an educated guess in my head.
counting NTS and LSEC as one album.
Yeah.
How many albums is that? Is that 14?
Well, I don't want to say because I feel like it could help influence your answer if I confirm that. Because I've given you 4 options. So it's every studio album, but I will confirm that does include LSEC and NTS.
As one album. Well, that doesn't
respectively, they are an album each. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm overthinking this. I'm gonna guess 20.
20 is not the correct answer. So it goes
Next.
to Saoirse.
All right. Before I get my what I did was I thought of the ones I knew were longer than an hour, and I added them up, and then I took every remaining album and gave it an hour, and added that, and then rounded it to the nearest option Tyler gave. I got 28.
Is the correct answer.
There we go.
I also had 28 for what it's
Yep.
worth.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah. 28 ers.
And just to confirm, there are 15 studio albums.
Okay.
Yeah.
15.
Thank God
well.
for my A level in statistics.
What the? Okay, sure.
What the fuck did you just say to me, you little shit? I graduated top of my
I have over 100 confirmed kills in the Iraq War.
Yeah. Okay.
I specialize in guerrilla warfare.
Okay.
With Autechre records.
We're all getting a bit hysterical. End of round 8.
Sarge, do you see in the trees? It's LSEC. Get ready.
End of round 8.
End of round 8. And we do have a new leader. And that person is Jake, who is now leading with, and I'm gonna double check my tallies to make sure I don't fuck this up. 10, 20, 30, 39 points. In second place is Morgan with 37 points. In third place is August with 36 points. And in fourth place is me with 35 points.
Jeez.
So the margin between the 4 leaders is 4 points. So this bonus question, and it's been a long time coming because the way the random number generator has worked it, as you all saw at the beginning, is that my 2 bonus questions are in succession here in the last 2 rounds. So I'm going to be asking both of them for this round and the last question of the game, apparently. Okay, so my question 3 is, a real history question for the music geeks. The infamous chart battle between Blur and Oasis climaxed with what newspapers dubbed the Battle of Britpop, which was a showdown to see whose single would debut at number 1 when both were released on the same day in August 1995. I would like the 4 of you to name either of the 2 singles in question. And just let me know when you've finished. August is done. Jake's putting his cap on. Saoirse, you're staring ominously at the camera. Have you written an answer down, or are you thinking?
I'm just really struggling to remember the chronology for a second.
You really, if you don't know the specific story, you really just have to name any single that Blur or Oasis put out in 1995, and it might be right.
Right. Okay.
Right. We all good?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll count you down. 3, 2, 1. So 2 people have written down correct answers, and those 2 people are Saoirse and Jake. And those are the 2 correct answers: Country House
Yes.
from Blur and Roll With It from Oasis.
Well, I wrote House in the Country. I didn't remember that right because I'm not a Blur fan.
Well, I only asked for one, and I took your first answer anyway, which was correct.
Yeah.
So yeah, well done to those 2. So Jake gets 5 points. Let me just do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Saoirse gets 5 points. 1,
Thank
2,
you,
3,
Stephen
4,
Hyde.
5, and I get 2
Yes.
points. So and just not for a bonus point or anything, but which song did go to number 1?
I'm gonna guess Roll With It.
Yeah, roll with it too.
It was Blur's Country House that went to number 1.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
boy, did it.
The famous story is that Country House went to number 1. So the single went to Blur, but the album went to Oasis in terms of who won that year. So
My ears are so fucking hot.
going into the final round, the current leader is Jake with 44 points. The second place is currently a tie between Morgan and myself. We both have 37 points. And then August with 36 and Saoirse with 25. So, yes.
I've recovered well enough to be proud of.
Yeah,
I think.
you're
Jake
in your
has,
20s.
Jake has a sizable lead, but not a one that is necessarily... I'm going to remind you that we have some specific rules for this last round to really spice
Oh,
it
okay.
up.
Please do.
All points are doubled in this final round. And the asker will earn a point for... will earn points for the questions that their answerer gets wrong. For the main 10 questions, each correct answer is worth 4 points. The whole system we've had is the same, except the points are doubled. So for the, backup answers, everything's doubled. So, but a wrong answer is worth 2 points for the asker of the question. So half of the amount for the correct answer to the answerer. The final question of the quiz will earn each person who is correct 10 points. And the asker will receive 2 points for every person who is incorrect. So we already know, because I said that I'm going to be asking the final question of the game. So, I mean, the rest of you are at an advantage there. So we'll see how it goes. All right. So we've got the second last question number is 7. And the first question is Jake asking me, number 7.
Oh, here's a gimme. Name 6 of the potential titles for Metallica's Saint Anger.
Okay.
I
I have prepared all my life for this moment. But also I'm kind of scared because 6 is a big number and I feel like I might brain freeze. But here we go. Best dressed chicken in town. I'm having a bit of a brain freeze, but they're there. They're just got to come to me.
I faith.
If he gets 3, we're giving him 2 points.
Best dressed chicken in town.
Sure.
I was watching this the other day.
Just focus on making it to 3 right now.
Yeah. I keep getting shit like Man Unkind in my head, and I know that's a song, not an album.
Mank. Unearned.
Good movie, Mank.
Oh God, this is going to make for great TV, but I'm having the worst time of my life right now.
I'm so sorry, Tyler.
I'm trying to picture it. I'm trying to picture August's reactions in my head because I remember those so vividly.
Yeah, it's what I remember them based on.
I already feel like I'm not going to get to 6 now with how this is going, but I need to get to a second one.
Oh, okay. Wait. There's an alternative way to answer this question. There is fan art of an anime on the whiteboard that had all the names written down on it. If you name the anime, you can get the question right.
It's not going to happen. they're there. I just have to find them in my brain. I just have to. I'm sorry to keep you all in suspense. I'm really trying.
I mean, it's
okay.
This shit is like Tears in My Diary Mad Libs. I can't remember one of them.
Yeah.
They are all so stupid.
I feel like none of these are coming to me, and I don't know why or if they will. Why did I remember Best Dressed Chicken in Town?
It's probably because it's
just absurdly dumb.
It's like the least useful knowledge that anyone could ever have.
It's like fucking. There's one where it's like a fucking phrase where it's like the fucking
goddamn
I mean, I think I'm just gonna have to. I think you're just gonna have to time me out here. It's nothing is coming to me. I mean, it's. No, fuck it. I mean, I this is gonna haunt me till the day I die.
I'm so sorry. I did not know it was going to cause that much undue stress.
It's like. I feel like there's like, you know, when sometimes you're trying to, there's like a fucking wall in your brain in front of.
Yes.
I'm just going to see if I can figure this out by. There's a thing where it's like the world is shit or something like that. Now, look, I'm being way too unfair here. I'm taking way too much time on this. You're just going to have to time me out. I'll have to go to Saoirse.
I'm not going to get it. Move on.
Then August or Morgan?
Next up is August.
I don't fucking know.
Okay, August.
So the fan art on the wall is of Sailor Moon.
Yes, it is. Did you want to take a guess at some of the Saint Anger titles, or?
I know there's one like Letting Go, ellipsis of all self-control or some shit like that.
Close enough. I'll just say, since August already got the question, it feels so much better not to think.
That's what was happening in my head just then.
Yeah.
Question 7, August for Jake now.
All right. And because this is multiple choice, and Jake could theoretically get this wrong, I'm saying that everyone, when I read the first time, you write down your answers immediately.
Okay.
Just because all the money, all the skin's on the line. So.
Good thinking.
Okay. So, who was awarded the first ever gold record? Was it Little Richard, Perry Como, Elvis Presley, or Nat King Cole?
Give me the 4 names again.
Little Richard, Elvis Presley, Perry Como, or Nat King Cole?
Okay.
I've got my answer.
My first instinct is to say Elvis, but I'm not going to say Elvis. I'm going to go with my gut. Perry Como.
Perry Como is correct.
Well done. I did not write that down.
Who the fuck is that?
That's the father of the frontman of Weezer, right?
Oh, God.
What a downgrade.
No,
he was an Italian-American singer and television personality. So
next up is Morgan asking August.
Okay. In 2015, Wu-Tang Clan released an album that was limited to a single copy, and the buyer was not legally permitted to share said album until the year 2103. It is the most expensive piece of music ever sold. What is the name of said album?
Once Upon a Time in Shaolin.
That is correct.
Damn.
Well done. So
and if you want the buyer, it's Martin Shkreli.
Yeah, I knew that too. Well done.
Oh, that piece of
Convicted
shit.
criminal.
Yep. Convicted
rot in
criminal.
hell. Fuck you.
Okay, so that's 4 points for August. Well done. Very
That one
good question.
probably sucks.
Anyway,
Probably
next
Area
up is
51.
Saoirse asking Morgan question 7.
Okay. Which Biffy Clyro song was covered on X Factor?
Oh, it's the fucking
You have options for your questions,
Son of-
right?
son of
If
a
you want
bitch.
them.
Morgan, you might as well
Yeah,
take
because
the
I
options.
know the song. Yeah.
A.
I remember
Is it
you in the
A?
podcast saying it too.
A. Mountains. B. Machines. C. Many of Horror. Or D. Bubbles.
It's Many of Horror.
That'd
But
be.
Well done.
the cover was the stupid ass parentheses name, which is worse.
Exactly. When we come together or something.
All right, so that's 4
Trash.
points for Morgan. Next
Trash.
up is my question for Saoirse, so which is
Trash
question
cover.
7. So where are we? Okay. All right. Which American rock band's debut album, released in 1966, is generally regarded as both one of the first double albums and one of the first concept albums?
1966 rock act.
Debut?
Yes, debut record in 66 that is regarded as,
Fuck.
Where did you say they were from?
I said American. You don't need to know the name of the album. You just need to know the name of the band.
This is a band. 1966.
No, it's a fucking cloud. Yes, it's a band. It's a fucking social experiment. Whatever.
Destroyed by facts and logic.
The Rolling Stones.
It is not the Rolling Stones. So, next person to guess is Morgan.
Is it the Kinks?
It's not the Kinks. So, for 2 points, since that's our bonus number, next in the line is.
I think
it is August. So, in August, I'm pretty sure we'll know this.
The Mothers of Invention.
It is the Mothers of Invention. Well done.
Oh,
Freak
shit.
Out.
Yeah.
Freak Out is the name of the album.
Freak Out by the
Oh,
Mothers of Invention.
the one I've heard. That would have been embarrassing.
Yeah.
Yep. So there's that. All right. So that's last number is. I mean, you should be able to figure this one out. Number 1, which is
Number
kind of
1.
gratuitous that it ended up being that.
Number 1.
Oh, boy.
And so first up is Jake asking August.
The brother of what current pop star made his television debut on an episode of Modern Family?
Billie Eilish.
That is correct. The brother is Phineas O'Connell.
Fuck yes.
Okay.
Well done. That was fantastic.
That was. I felt like a leap in my heart when August got that right.
Yep.
I didn't know it.
I want to just point out how well I was doing like midway through this. The absolute ass pounding I'm taking now.
I was almost in last the entire time.
You're like third, and it's not that. Wow.
There's 5 of us.
Well, there's a bonus question, so
Yeah, I mean it's a wide gap, but also these are like high points questions. So next up is your question, actually, Morgan. It's from August, number 1.
All right. Which of these death metal bands never shared a member with death? Is it Autopsy, Cannibal Corpse, Cynic, or Massacre?
Cannibal Corpse.
Is that your guess?
Yeah.
You got it right.
Glad I got that one right too.
Yeah, I got that too, but only because I was spending so much time looking at the personnel when we did our death.
Yeah, I was trying to remember all of those because you were very specific about them.
I think I might have openly wept if I got that one wrong. Just as a point of personal pride.
So, Morgan, if it makes you feel any better, you've just leapt into second place. Okay. Next question is Morgan for Saoirse.
Okay. Coheed and Cambria's 4th album, No World for Tomorrow, featured 2 drummers with significant pedigrees. one from the world of popular rock music, and the other from the more underground metalcore scene. Who were these two drummers? And I'll give you some options. Option A, Matt Cameron of Soundgarden and Pearl Jam, and J.R. Connors of Cave In. B, Taylor Hawkins of Foo Fighters and Chris Penny of the Dillinger Escape Plan. C, Gavin Harrison of Porcupine Tree and Ben Collar of Converge. D, Travis Barker of Blink-182 and Blake Harrison Between the Buried and Me.
Okay. I could easily be wrong, but it's in the deep recess of my memory. Foo Fighters and Dillinger.
That is correct.
Well done.
Wow. Shit, I didn't know that one.
Thank you.
I mentioned that one quite recently.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's where I got it from.
Beautiful.
That makes sense
Hold
then.
that from the recesses of their mind of shit that I said.
Okay, I really need to get this. Saoirse, it's your question from me. Number 1.
Okay, which Brockhampton music video depicts a llama?
Depicts a llama. Oh, shit. It's gonna be it's definitely a saturation era thing. It's totally the thing they would do in that time. And I think it's probably one from Sat 1 or 2. Because I don't think it's in the Boogie video, and I can't really remember many other videos from that album if they did any. They might have done one for Hot Year Rental or something. But anyway, so okay, I'm gonna try and figure this out because I can't specifically remember the llama in any video. I'm gonna try and see if I can, just it's not one of the 1990 bloody album songs, is it? I don't know. It could be one of those. I'm gonna say. So Gummies are bank robbery, I'm pretty sure. I don't remember. So I'm going to work through what the videos are about and see if I can figure it out that way. Gummies are bank robbery. Junkie is the kind of just all going nuts and Kevin's in the car. I don't think there's a llama in that video. Gold is like they're all bucking blue. And just bouncing around. Star, they're in the car and shit. Heat's the bank robbery. I can't remember now. Fuck, I'm overthinking this. I'm gonna say Gummy.
It is Gummy.
Fuck yes!
You got it.
Fucking get in!
Get in.
Then Tyler jerks off an imaginary dick.
I don't think anyone's gotten one of my questions wrong today.
Holy shit! You have no idea how much I was not expecting to get that right. Holy
Well
fuck.
done.
Fuck me. Pulled that out of Uranus.
Later.
Damn. Who's X?
All right. Okay. Last question before the big finale is my question for Jake. Number 1. Oh, okay. So Jake will either get this or it'll go around and be a whole big thing. Name 2. So actually, I'm going to rephrase this. Not including solo artists. Name 2 New Zealand-based bands.
You said no solo artist because you thought I was going to pick Lord. Ooh, fucking help me out here.
Tapping at my chamber door.
I mean, no one's going to help you out because you're currently in the lead, so.
Absolutely not.
No.
This was even a question that was on the last fucking thing.
Last year it was name 1 New Zealand band or solo artist.
Oh,
so
well, one of them could be Fly to the Conchords.
Is an acceptable answer. I'll take that as a band.
Fuck, man.
The exact reason I said 2 is that I figured everyone would think of Fly to the Conchords.
Yeah, I mean, because that was one of the answers on the last one, and I'm not going to get away with saying Jermaine Clement, Lord Frodo, The Ring.
The band of travelers in the first Lord of the Rings movie.
No, that won't. That's because oh god, that would have been so fucking stupid. I would have gotten my ass laughed at. I got nothing.
Now I can
just name
before I throw it
five
over, I
points.
need to get y'all's opinion on something here. Should I give Jake, because it's a 4-point question, should I give Jake 2 points for getting half of the question, or should it be an
Yes.
all or nothing question? I ask because we've set a precedent of giving half amounts of points
I
before.
would.
So
Give him 2.
No, okay.
so I'm going to give
Yeah,
Jake 2
all right.
points for getting
Yeah.
1, and
I like
I
it.
will give. So it goes to Saoirse next, and whoever answers gets another one.
Okay.
Gets 2 points. So Saoirse, can you name another New Zealand band?
This is one I've heard of in the last few months. I think it's New Zealand. I think called Hello Sailor.
She's right. I did it just because I wanted to see if there were any ones that I could think of, and there's fucking nothing. I would not have gotten this
So
at all.
Saoirse gets 2 points for that. I am surprised,
Mine would have
Jake.
been ulcerate.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah, I was going to say ulcerate
Oh!
the Beths also because we reviewed them.
The Beths is a good answer too.
Ulcerate. Fuck.
Yeah. The
Yeah, I
Chills
should've
is a
gotten
band
that
from
one.
my city. Yeah,
Oh,
plenty
city.
of.
Just to make you guys
Yes.
laugh and diffuse the tension, my second guess is I was going to say Men at Work.
Well,
Wow.
Jake, I think I would have
Come
just
from the land
I would
down
have just
under.
literally just scribbled out a line of your points if you'd done that. I wouldn't have done that. Okay, so
My restraint's important.
last question of the game. To clarify,
Is it bonus?
with the points, yes, it's a bonus.
All right.
So the final question: every person who answers this correctly gets 10 points because of the doubled system, and the asker, which has turned out to be me, gets 2 points for every person who's incorrect. I won't do state of the points because we'll just keep it suspenseful since there's one question.
Yeah.
Please.
Come on.
All right. So the question is my question 10. Where is it? Okay. So there's 4 options. So you've all got a 25% chance of getting this. Which of these albums was not released posthumously? A. Elliott Smith, From a Basement on a Hill. B. The Notorious B.I.G. Life After Death. C. Nick Drake, Pink Moon. D. Miles Davis, Doo-Bop.
What are the last two?
So I'll read all 4 options again really quickly. So again, I'm looking for the album that's not released posthumously. So 3 of them are posthumous, 1 is not. Elliott Smith's From a Basement on a Hill, The Notorious B.I.G.'s Life After Death, Nick Drake's Pink Moon, Miles Davis's Doo-Bop.
So this is okay. Wait, can you just, for the sake of clarity,
it's a
one
big
more time?
It's a big question. I'm happy to
thank
clarify.
Thank you. One more time.
I'll read it all again. Which of these albums was not released posthumously? So not released after the death of the artist.
I got you.
What were the options again?
Yeah, getting there. I'm just going nice and slow for you all.
Mm-hmm.
A. Elliott Smith, From a Basement on a Hill. B. The Notorious B.I.G. Life After Death. C. Nick Drake, Pink Moon. D. Miles Davis, Doo-Bop.
Okay.
Has everyone got an answer?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then in that case, I'll count you down. 3, 2, 1. Well, that changed fucking nothing. Everyone is correct.
Dude, the Life After Death one tripped me up because I'm like, this is going to end up being like one of those things where it's named Life After Death, but it wasn't fucking posthumous. But I had to really fucking think about it.
Okay, so the final points. Here's how they play out. In last place, but really, I think you definitely had a bit of a comeback in the second half of the game. Like you definitely strode forth. So with 10, 20, 30, 41 points, Saoirse.
Damn.
Fuck.
All right. Okay, you were like
I'm
at 10 for like half the game, so that is good shit.
I'm proud of that.
You did
I'm
well.
proud of you.
You did well. In fourth place is with 10, 20, 30, 43 points. Me. In third place.
Me?
Yeah, me. Third place with 55 points is Morgan. In second place with 58 points is August, and winning with 62 points is Jake. So I was hoping it wouldn't be like a 1 point off thing, and it wasn't. So there we go.
Look at it this way, Jake. You were below me at one point.
Jake was below for the first
I was.
3 rounds, I think.
Yeah, I was down there. I had a bit of a comeback. I already have the particular musical artist / act chosen for my thing. I don't need to think about it. And technically we have 2 winners today because my pick is the Dillinger Escape Plan.
Beautiful. Okay.
Fucking knew it.
Oh, you don't have to do that.
I wanted to.
Oh, okay. Well,
All right.
There we go then. Our next
There we go.
full discography series will be on the, let me think,
Go!
1, 2, 3, like, is it 6 albums they have? I think it's 6 or 7 albums of the Dillinger Escape Plan.
it's 6.
And maybe talk about Irony as a Dead Scene too.
Oh, we'll definitely talk about Irony as a Dead Scene.
That would probably be in
question.
the same episode though, as like
Yeah.
album.
Yeah, we'll probably chuck it in with Miss Machine. All right. Sick. Well, that was incredible. That was
I had a great time.
that was emotional, as emotional as I expected it to be.
That was a ride. I'm glad there wasn't like a consistent winner the whole time either. Like that was a really like tooth and nail battle.
Yeah, it really was. And you know what I think is that we could maybe make it a bit simpler or shorter, but we could do this again to decide the person after Dillinger, the band after Dillinger, if you wanted, or something like this, because it's a cool way of.
Would be nice.
Of
Oh yeah, it's fun. I like this shit.
Or we could.
But I
do it
think
as many
what
times
we've
as we
really
want.
learned, is the drunker I get, the better I am at trivia.
And the more sober I am, the better I am.
Yeah, well, there we go. Well, let us know how you. I don't know if anyone who's watching this keep count of how they were doing, but let us know how you did at home and what you thought of this whole video, whether it was something that you enjoyed watching or not. Let us know in the comments below. Check out as well, we have a lot of stuff coming out this week, a lot of really awesome stuff. I believe Jake is going to drop a tier list video on Converge. Is that coming out this week? So you can stick
this
around for that
Monday
as well. We will have, we're not doing a record club this week, but we do have the next video in our Radiohead retrospective series on Amnesiac coming soon as well. We'll have the continuation of August cassette collection happening this week too, and the continuation of our Doki Doki Literature Club playthrough series as well. So there's lots happening this week.
God.
Stick around
I've
for
been
that.
binging that Toki thing all day.
And
if you haven't watched it, you at home,
We're
you
doing
need
two.
to.
We're doing 2 albums after this, though, aren't we? Your
Yes.
record club and my record club.
We're
Like,
doing
aren't we
those,
doing that in conjunction?
We're doing those next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we're not
So what's
reviewing
yours,
any,
Jake?
we're not reviewing any new releases next week. So yeah, we'll
Yes.
do those then.
Yeah.
Jake's
We're
is
doing Broke All
100%
Social Scenes album.
Yep. And
You heard it in what is the
you
title?
forgot it in Jake
You
forgot,
forgot it in People. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
As is
Porcupine
his
Trees
bit.
in
Plus Hail to
Absentia.
the Thief.
Yeah.
And
So-
Hail to the Thief. Oh yeah, that's a big fucking week. Holy shit.
So we got a lot in the works. Stick around for all of it. August, take us out.
All right. As always, rock over London, rock on Chicago, Adidas. Impossible is nothing.